start behind the stick.
All right, welcome to Daytona. It's going to be my first race of the door-to-door racing league. So I think this is their second season, and this is the first one I'm picking up, first race of the season. And if we did things correctly, you will be hearing the broadcast overlaid on top of this race. So I checked with them, and they're recording. They're going to shoot it over to me, and so hopefully everything ends up working out. And so you guys will be hearing the broadcast while I race. So not much commentary from me. I'm going to be going a little bit more try hard to start. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, so stages are at lap 30 and lap 60 of this 130 lap race. So just going to try to make it there and try to run all the laps. See if we got something for these boys.
The number 41 machine 2 is outside the number 21 of Keith Pittman.
That's going to round out our starting lineup, folks. We didn't say your favorite driver. Well, it's because they're starting in the back, folks. We are gridded up, Christian, just about ready to get going here in a brand.
We did a practice race last night, won it. There was only 12 cars in it, so not a real good indicator of what's going to happen. But yeah, try to give everybody lots of room, fill things out, since we are a newbie here. And yeah, here we go.
Turn to get out of these hungry machines' way as Blake, for the first time, we're at Daytona. I hand it to you.
Field is set, pace car is in as they roll towards the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air, door-to-door Cup Series is underway.
Unlike the Xfinity Series, they get it rolling with no issue. Never mind, I jinxed it. Caution flag is out.
Well, that's a great start.
Spacey Wignett and Terry Orr all seem to be involved. Let's see what happened, Blake.
Here we go as we jump up to the Harpoon Design Blimp to 7. Scotty Jones just loses it and junks a handful of cars. And look out, we got a guy with a Kyle Busch start able to make it through.
My, oh my. I was just about to say, unlike the Xfinity Series in real life, we had a clean green
Here
flag.
It is again,
but
Christian.
My, oh my. What happened? Did he
like
shift down?
7, I don't know. He either shifted down or.
You can't cut off the Cup car. We are going to try to save fuel here.
Right about at the flag stand. So the first caution of the season with the door.
We have plenty of fuel to make it to the stage, but I'm going to try to play some strategy to
That's got to be a
get out in front of some people.
You know, especially those two others involved. You know, not the 7 because he did that, but the rest of them got to feel horrible.
Absolutely, and folks, we appreciate you.
Well, a couple of them were
tonight. You're watching a brand new series here on HMS
Wrong
TV.
channel.
So if you're new here, be sure to click that like button. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell. You don't want to miss any of this door-to-door action. We're going to be live every single Sunday night right here on the channel. And Christian, we're going to bunch them up and try this again.
So I'm not in Discord with anybody, but I do have a
bunch of them up as you mentioned, and my oh my.
Let's pick up the pace.
I do have a in-sim radio channel with Colt and Hunter. You definitely need friends at a super speedway. So
KC 15 of Ken Campbell out of Scottsboro, Alabama, in the 5th position, with James Nesta in the 29 right behind him.
Microphone activate.
Some good-looking machines here. As you see one from Sim Wrap Market right there.
Does the leader get lane choice?
Drop back in the field a little bit here, Christian. Take a look at some of these cars maybe we haven't seen yet. Scott Farrell out of Palm Coast, Florida. Wonder how close to Daytona Beach he is. I'm sure he just watched the end of that Cup Series race happen earlier.
Sure he did, as long
oh, that's
along
interesting.
With a lot of these drivers probably.
I did not know that.
Trying to see if they could get like an advantage, see what they got coming into this. What does the real world drivers do versus what they could use in iRacing? Chris Esser going to come down and stop appropriately in his box, unlike our colleague Jesse Becker, Blake.
Yeah, well, if you're new here, folks, you're going to learn quick. Jesse Becker from Hutchinson Motorsports TV.
This is a full-length schedule, so 36 races.
Every single time.
So it'll be the entire NASCAR schedule. So
So
hopefully
something that the door-to-door
we can,
folks don't know yet is
I mean, it's
we're
open
about to,
setup
do a
as well,
restart, heading
so
to the Juicy Spider
I'm running the
restart zone, right?
TCSV trims
Juicy Spider Studios, folks.
in
You're
this
looking
week.
for any kind of graphical work, especially video work, 3D rendering. They do some incredible things. You're going to see them
Trevor
on our
said they
stream.
don't.
They definitely hook us up in the chat. We've got Drunken Spider from
Trevor's
over there.
full
If
of
you
shit.
want some more info, shoot him a
Crap.
message, either in the
Sorry,
general
language.
chat or head on over to X, formerly known as Twitter.
Well, I mean, if
@Juicy
people want to joke,
Spider
that's fine, but he's
Studios.
also an
We'll put that in
admin,
the
so
chat for
if
you.
he says
And
something,
Christian,
people are going to
we're
think
gonna
that's an
line 'em up
admin saying
again
it.
here. Colt Huff going to take over that top spot out of Boaz, Alabama.
See
Had
what
that
kind
come
of
up in a
restart
couple
he
of,
could get going.
other
We do
leagues
have
where
one more time around. You see the
admins were
lights
just kind of
still on
joking
the pace
around,
car.
and
Once
they
we
thought
hit
that
that
people
flag, we'll be
like
double
understood that they
filing
were
them up.
joking, but they didn't,
Walking
and they
them
just knew
around
that
here
they
one
were an
more
admin,
time
and
at
so
the
then it's
70
like, well,
mile per
but you
hour
said
crawling
it,
speed
so
that they are.
definitely got to watch what you
Hopefully
say
we
when you're an
can get
admin.
clean and green and started back up. You know, that seemed to be just be a start issue there. I believe it was the 7 involved. Scotty Jones just totally lost it as soon as he got on the throttle.
I believe he had to have downshifted or something. We'll never know what happened, but man, I know that's not the way you want to start your season off.
Absolutely not. About as bad of a way to start the season off as possible, but we are bunched up, ready to line them up again here. Looks like we've got 31 cars signed in here for the season opener here at Daytona.
Did not
Let's
realize
jump
I made
to
it
our
up
eyes in the
to
sky.
to fifth.
See Brantley Roden flying up there, Christian.
That is the most beautiful machine I've ever seen in my life up there, looking down upon the track. Brantley Roden himself is piloting that from harpoondesign.com. Blake, you saw them yourself. I went over there. I placed an order for a Gen 4 paint, and we're not going to show it off just yet, but it's coming. But you saw it, right, Blake?
Oh, yeah, I saw we got matching cars for you and Jesse Becker both for the Gen 4s, and let's just say people are going to be
So don't
taking a
know
look at those on the
many
track
people in here
soon.
at all.
Absolutely.
In the
Absolute beautiful machines that
practice
Brantley
race last
Roden
night,
put
like I said, there
together
was only
for us.
12 guys,
We're gonna
but
look-
nobody wanted to work with me,
Jesse's
which is
gonna be
fine.
fast. I'm
They
gonna look
they don't
fast,
know
but
me,
I'm
and
not
they've
gonna
got their
be fast. I can
teams and all
promise
that,
you
and I don't
that
know
first.
any of that,
But
so
paint
just
started
kind of
just $25,
got to play it
so why
safe
wouldn't
here,
you go over today
not be too
and
aggressive
order
at the
one?
start.
Absolutely.
We are
We've
gonna
got
try to,
Steve Tucker
stay up here
in
for
the
some stage
chat.
points, though.
He's kind of talking some smack here, it looks like. But, folks, you know, like Christian said, if you're not going to be fast, you may as well look fast. Head on over, harpoondesign.com. Fill out the form. Brantley Roden will get back to you in probably just a day or two.
Yeah, 36 races, going to be a long season. Don't need to piss anybody off
Looks like
right now.
The field is set, though, Christian. We're going to drop the hammer and go green. Let's go back in the field a bit for this restart and take a look at the absolute carnage and chaos going on here at the Daytona International Speedway.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch mid packs where stuff could go wrong. Everyone getting going. If there's a check off, it just goes down through the field. But the pace car about to get out of our way. Going to go through the Juicy Spider restart zone, Blake, and get this underway.
Field is set, pace car is in. We're on board with Michael Reeves, Auburn University fan, into the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air once again here with the door-to-door Cup Series.
Outside 5.5.
I'm gonna watch what I say. Last time, as soon as I said we're underway, we were not again. But Colt Huff heading into turn
I could hop up
one
on that
ahead
outside
of
line, but I don't
Nate
really
Pollard,
want to,
excuse me.
so we're just going to
He's
ride
getting
around
the
right
bump
here.
right there. They're trying to already single file out. That's gonna be the best thing we can do as we fight through stage 1, lap 5 now of 30, Blake.
Colt Huff, your race leader. Nate Pollard in second. Then we have Ken Campbell running in the third spot. And Christian, next gen draft racing. Some people don't like it, but part of the
You may do it if they have a
strategy,
huge head of
single
steam
file,
here
that
just to
top
see if I
lane,
get
you
left
can
out,
make passes,
which I
but it's
probably
really
will.
tough to take over that top spot unless you get a bunch of help.
And it's one of those
That'll be
things
good to know.
you got to remember, this is a 130 lap race, stage racing aside. You got to be out there till the end to make it work. So, trying to push it right now, getting all 2, maybe even 3 wide, may just be for nothing if you can't keep that car clean for the length of it.
Absolutely, Christian. I think it's time to go trackside. Listen to these engines roar around. Listen in, folks. You're at Daytona International Speedway with Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Let's see what we got down trackside. Oh, they're junking it!
Good pace.
Check up.
Caution is out, Christian. Let's take a look as we were trackside. We saw a beautiful shot of that wreck, and I think we got a handful of cars.
Well, we'll be starting right behind Colt,
Trevor Baxter
so
and others
we should be
involved.
P2
My, oh my. Let's see what
after the
happened.
restart, I
Oh, we
think.
got to back it up a little bit. We already were in it when that happened.
All right, here it is, folks. Let's go back just a little bit more. Now, take a look, Christian. We're going to go here slow-mo. Walk us through this incident.
How bad?
So the white car right there, Trevor Baxter,
Well, that's not good.
kind of gets out of line and just taps the car in front of him there. Pardon me, I can't see the number, but just causes absolute mayhem from that.
Wow, there it is, folks. Let's take this up top here one more time. This keeps putting it on a
Wheel damage is
spot.
not
Let's
good,
basically rewind this.
but
Take a
it's
look
early in the
here at a
race,
better
and
view.
it's
You know
looking
what,
like
Christian,
we
I
may
know
end
we
up
got a shot
push. I
from
think I've
Drunken
ever
Spider,
fucking
who was
used them many
in
times.
the
Pardon my
Juicy
language.
Spider
having
drone cam. Let's
a
see
lot
if
of
we got
options
it.
to get
Yes, we do.
fixed.
Juicy Spider, what did you see out there trackside?
Alrighty, so Drunken Spider on the call. Let's see, he was watching
Looks like you'll be
on
lining up
Trevor
behind the
Baxter on the bottom side here.
I have
Gets a little
zero
bit of a
reason to come
shuffle,
in before
goes
the
up
end
high.
of the stage. So
Actually happened in front of him. My oh my. And then he gets collected in it.
unless something major
Man,
happens,
that
we'll
drone's
be
so
staying
small,
out.
It goes through the catch fence, but there you have it. What a shot. Drunken Spider on the drone cam footage, but Christian, caution number 2 out. We're here on lap number 8.
That's right. We're gonna, have to get a few cars repaired again. This is turning into something that's gonna be interesting if we're gonna run out of cars or not. But ladies and gentlemen, I guess we need to mention too that we are live right now. Later on tonight, Jesse Becker will be on the call for the MCR season finale. Be doing a little bit of simultaneous streaming. Sorry, Blake.
Absolutely. We know Connor Gerard's going to do that. Connor can walk you through how to do it. You can actually watch 2 streams at once here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Connor does it all the time. But, folks, we're going to take our first break of the evening. We're going to go HMS TV, side-by-side, door-to-door sim racing action. It's the season opener. We're on caution number 2 here on lap 8. We'll be right back.
Pit road is closed. Seven. Get the lucky dog. Lap down car coming.
Hey, Ken.
Yes, sir.
I think I'm gonna go on green.
Should be lining up behind that 7.
Yeah, 10-4. I should be able to roll up behind you, and us just kind of hold the bottom. I don't think the outside line was coming up too much, so I'll push to keep you out in front if needed, but I don't suspect I'll have to a whole lot. Or do you need something else?
No, that's good. Just I don't know. Keep clear of the top lane. Don't really want to let them have a chance.
Back straightaway.
Dude, I can't run over the guy.
If they're coming, I'll push. If you want to go block it, you can. I'm not going to hop out there. I'm going to stay on the bottom.
May try to control both lanes. I don't know. May just stay bottom.
Yeah, I don't plan on screwing you for a stage or nothing like that, so I'm good.
10-4.
Do they give playoff points for stages?
I think it's just normal stage points. I'm not too sure.
1 to go. Be starting on the inside.
Hey, last time was the green like right at the end of the restart zone, or was it a little early?
I think it was at the end. I went in the middle of the zone, though.
Okay, I'll be a little bit back. I'll roll into it, and I'm going to try to get to you right at the end of it.
All right.
We are back here at Daytona, folks. 2 cautions already. Hopefully we can get this figured out and rolling. And ladies and gentlemen, a $2 super chat from Skull Vikings 4. We know who that is. That's Daryl Young Jr. He just said Steve caused that wreck just being here in the chat. What do you think, Christian?
I think if you're going to cause a wreck by just commenting in the live streams chat, I mean, that might be impressive. That might be the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
I would have to agree with you. You know, Steve Tucker in the chat, he says he's choosing not to race MCR, I guess, tonight. So, unfortunately, Steve Tucker's reign with MCR has
See if we can time this up right.
He was last season 4's champion in the GTD class.
Jesse Becker going to be on the call to see who wins it over there tonight. The field is set, Blake. Pace car lights are off here in the door-to-door racing league. Look at the cars coming around the turn, Blake. This is going to get going again.
I'm ready to go here. Let's go trackside. Take a look at some of these beautiful machines. Rip it around. Pace car is in. Field is set. 31 cars signed in as they roll into the juicy Spider restart zone. Once again, green flag back in the air.
Field roaring through the triangle, getting up to speed, and we are wrecking again. Is that the 7 car again?
Come on, guys.
On the restart?
Yes, it is.
Are we having
Scotty
trouble
Jones.
shifting
Let's take a
gears?
look. Go back here. Green flag comes out. Scotty Jones.
Yeah,
Let's go on.
shifter's
Let's go
not
on board.
right.
I gotta see what's happening. Let's go on board.
Man,
You're
This is damn near ridiculous.
Before you join the race
to
again.
go in car with Scotty Jones.
Yeah,
Take
I
a
was
look.
just doing that actually.
We're gonna listen in.
Second gear right now. Oh, he's shifting down. Yep, that's what
Oh,
happened
he
last
blew
time.
his motor.
He shifted down to first gear, blew his motor. I believe I heard some radio chatter, Christian, something about fixing that for next time.
This is why I qualified.
7, Scotty Jones, not a good showing here tonight. He's done 4, and he's jumped, Christian.
Hey,
That
Hunter,
car
are you
is
still damaged, or
definitely
did you get it all
jumped. The
fixed?
motor is a boat anchor. Go ahead and throw it in the lake back there behind the
I'm
speedway.
still damaged here. I'm going to come down
My
to the
Lord.
and fix it all the
Blake
time.
Lloyd is ready to take some of that 7 machine. Honestly, Christian, I'd probably just put the whole car in Lake Lloyd.
Yeah, I was going to say, you needed that then, I guess.
It might be the best bet. I mean, why would you want to take that back home to
Well,
the
it kind of
shop?
helps that the 7 engine
Just a lot of work,
gets
so
me
probably
behind me.
easiest just to junk it, get you a new one, get back
Oh,
here.
pace
next
car's
week
all the
we're
way
gonna
in
be
3.
Atlanta. Scotty Jones, hopefully he can figure out his technical issues, or I don't know, Christian, maybe he's just shifting the wrong way. Who knows?
You know, it is kind of in these sequential shifters. You know, you got to pull it back to shift up. You know, maybe that's the problem. I don't know.
Road is open.
No, it's probably an equipment issue. I mean, we know some others that have done this kind of stuff. I believe over in Donut Box, if you remember that series,
Pace car
Cody
exit the
Moore
floor.
might have done that a time or two, huh?
I don't know if I remember Cody doing it, unless that was before me, Blake. I may.
This is Christian. A $2 super chat just came in from Daryl Young Jr. He said that wreck was Connor
Sure
Gerard's
you're
fault. Can you
cool
believe
in
that,
your
Daryl?
Oh, so Connor Gerard was sitting in the passenger seat, shifting the car for him.
Oh, I've been clutching pretty much the whole time. I still got 16.2.
Oh, Connor, man, we talked about this. You were the honorary shifter for the number 7 machine tonight.
Yeah. Good thing we got Daryl, though, keeping an eye out so we
Line
know
up
who all
behind the
causes
21.
these incidents. But we're going to bunch the field up here once again. We're on lap number 13 out of 130. Hey, Christian, at this rate, we might get done by midnight.
It's definitely looking like that, but I got a question. That first super chat was from Skull Vikings 4. The second super chat was from Daryl Young, and you know, I know they're not the same person, but I've never seen them in the same room together.
Yeah, you know, Christian, I believe he finally changed his name. He was probably getting sick of seeing Skull Vikings pop up, so I think he officially changed his name finally, which is, you know, honestly,
Maybe
it's
everybody's
nice
getting their
to know, you know, that'll pop
jitters
up now,
out.
so everybody knows who sends that super chat, even though we certainly know who Skull Vikings 4 is.
Absolutely. That's like if you ever see DarkSax96 in the chat, that's from me, and I probably should change it myself. I should follow Daryl Young's lead there. And Daryl Young, happy birthday, by the way.
Daryl's birthday?
Yes, it's Daryl's birthday, Blake.
Oh my, Daryl's sending us super chats on his birthday, making me feel guilty. But Christian, I gotta add, Daryl actually did walk me through how to qualify these next gen cars. And earlier today, I went out, it was early in the morning. I said, you know what? I feel like doing this A-class race. I hopped in an official. I qualified quick time. I led all 35 laps, and I won. So I got to give Daryl Young Jr. a big shout out as he really helped me out.
Well, I'm glad you listened to Daryl because I told you the same strategy for qualifying before, and you just didn't listen to me. But, as long as you listen to Daryl.
There's a damn turtle in the road.
I've seen him super speedway race. He's the one to definitely listen to.
Yeah, a lot of people say, super speedways don't take talent. Well, I mean, watch Daryl Young Jr. do it. He's guaranteed to be up front, especially in this next-gen car. But we're going to rack them up here once again, Christian, for the, third,
not convinced we've been full speed yet.
Third caution of the night. Colt Huff, still your race leader. Nate Pollard second. Then we have Ken Campbell, Danny Carpenter, and Alan Duggar rounding out the top
five.
five.
Watch your inside going into turn one.
Connor Gerard in the chat trying to figure out how he caused that yellow. I don't know. We're gonna have to hear the reason from Daryl Young. I mean, he said it, so there's got to be a reason. But Blake, I think Daryl.
That's what I would expect every time.
Daryl definitely let us know what Connor did. As we take a look here at the 79 machine, Christian, I'm not going to lie. I have no clue how to say this guy's name. I just made something up on the grid. We're going to need to get confirmation from him. This is like something I've never seen. I'm going to guess it's Chiamopoulos. I don't know.
Well, Blake, if you can't say it, I'm not even going to try. He's George C. until I hear otherwise.
Yeah, so George C. currently in I believe he's actually in the 9th position, even though he's showing 10th here out of Fishers, Indiana. Christian, you know much about Fishers?
I know about as much about Fishers as I know how to say that last name.
Well, here he is. Look at that.
I don't know what Beyond the Barrel Bourbon is, but we're going to need some
C.
if we keep getting
ready
cautions
to
like
roll
this.
Here tonight as he's bunched up here. He actually is in the 10th position. Bro.
Build double file, pacing down the backstretch with this beautiful shot we have right here. iRacing does a good job at on the track. Off the track, that's to be determined.
Absolutely, but the field is set. We're going to have the 08 Colt Huff on the inside.
Back up a little bit.
The 6 of Nate Pollard on the outside as we are bunched up, ready to roll. Can we get some laps in here? I think we'll knock some out here, Christian.
I think we will indeed. I think now these drivers will probably be annoyed pacing around. They're going to start taking a little bit more second thought into their moves.
Pace car is in field, is set, flag man ready to roll. Has that green flag in his right hand as they roll into the juicy spider restart zone. Green flag in the air.
Got it that time.
The two green neon poles illuminate the sky here as Colt Huff takes the green flag through the tri-oval. They go down towards turn one. Jockey in position, getting in line. You see the number 16 machine. That's the number 6 machine, actually, of Nate Pollard. I think he has 16 on the car.
Go up to the Harpoon Design Blimp. Huff continues to lead this pack. Looks like the bottom lane is the place to be. Top is going nowhere, Christian.
Top is just falling back. Get in line where you can, or you're going to lose more positions.
We're on board with the first car in that top lane. Danny Carpenter's like, somebody please help me or let me in. He's going to finally fall in the line here, back to the 9th position.
And when you're on that top row, just falling back, no help. My oh my, you get to desperate feeling. You try to get it put down, and you just can't figure it out.
Well, Danny Carpenter feeling antsy on that top line. It is go time. He says, you know what, Christian? There's only 115 laps left to go. Let's go to the front.
32 people watching. We thank you for coming out tonight. Looking into the chat, Philip Chavez asked, why did Stephen Bird get a black flag cleared? Up here in the booth, we really don't see that information, so sorry we can't answer that. And of course, Bug Sear always in the chat rooting on Chris Essery, which I feel like races in just about every league we broadcast. He's a trooper, ain't he, Blake?
Absolutely. We're pulling for Chris Essery deep down. He's a diehard HMS TV racer.
Oh, why Nate keeps hitting me.
Burchett here in the number 3 machine. Who
There's no need. We need to keep our engine temps low right now.
Position.
You know, I'm seeing a lot of moves happening towards back right around here around Brian Burchett. Like it's not, you know, only lap 17 of a 130 lap race. I know we got 14 to go in the stage, but
real bad.
guys, we got to get some green flag going.
I'm so close, I can't see any of it.
Burchett going to check up. He's got Monster on the car like usual. He is a Monster driver. I believe he must be sponsored by him, Christian.
Him and Ty Gibbs were actually hanging out in the garage before this race.
But I haven't seen it the whole night.
That's one to keep an eye on, but let's jump back out front. Colt Huff continues to lead this bottom lane, but can the top lane get formed up and roll?
I just don't foresee that. I've been watching a lot of official action. Have I raced any official racing? Heck no, I love myself. But the racing action I have been watching, the bottom line is absolutely unstoppable, untouchable. Top line will get a run, it'll die. They'll get another run, it'll die again. The bottom line is where you're going to want to be all night long.
And if Daryl Young Jr.'s in the chat, you know, I've seen him run more Draft Masters and A-Class races here at Daytona than anybody. Daryl, if you were stuck, you know, around mid-pack, what would be your plan here in a 130-lap race? We know you're the super speedway expert. Let us know in the chat as Colt Huff continues to lead the pack out of Boaz, Alabama.
Can't believe you disrespect Daryl like that, calling him the expert. He's the absolute super speedway GOAT. Like, if him and Austin Hill lined up, Austin Hill wouldn't even have a shot against Daryl.
I think you're right, but here comes the top line. The 16 gets a shove from the 28. Can Switzer get a run up front?
You know, they're trying to make a liar out of me. We're going to see it. The momentum can hold on as we're going to go on the back camera here. Josh, we're looking back.
Creeping up, start pushing.
Not Switzer in the top line. I thought it was, but it
Yep,
looks like it
in the corner
was.
here.
Okay, that's why. There's 2 number 16s, and that's why it threw me off. So let's take a look here. Nate Pollard potentially might have the wrong number or something. Let's hop on board. Sir, so wrong number for either Nate Pollard or Joshua Switzer. They're both in the 16 here tonight. But here we go. Top line. Christian is moving, trying to take over that top spot.
Still out there.
Going to be side by side down the tri-oval. I just got out of my mouth that the bottom line is dominant. No, it is not. Not here. The door-to-door racing league. They are door-to-door as they head through the turn.
That is crazy. No wonder they got the name here. Top line going to take over the top spot. Nate Pollard, your race leader out front.
You know, maybe it's just
Still there.
knowing what you're doing. As they're gonna, the top twos there is gonna drop down to the inside node. Nate Pollard is,
What a move.
Danny Carpenter.
And Danny Carpenter with a big deke. He says, I'll go with you, buddy. Psych, later loser. Takes over the top spot. Danny Carpenter, new race leader out front.
And he's going to go down with the 3
Got a
cars
much better run
behind
than I
him to
thought they
lead
were going
this
to.
lap. Danny Carpenter is playing chess, while the rest are checkers.
Christian, I got a new favorite driver after looking at this shot. Danny Carpenter with Hutchinson Motorsports TV on the deck lid. Come on, Danny, give him hell.
You know, that makes
I'll start
complete
making
sense.
moves
If you
up
put a
there,
Hutchinson Motorsports TV decal on the car,
Sorry,
like
Jay.
how many horsepower does it add?
I mean,
10-4, I'll follow if I can.
Right here as he is your race leader.
If
Danny
not, then
Carpenter
just go.
whizzes by with Trevor Baxter in second.
Getting all single filed out again. That second line moved until, you know, certain people left it. Now, Trevor Baxter, you know, every time you hit the camera on him, I can't help but get distracted by that SDK picture. What is going on down there?
I don't know, but it's looking good. The Lexington, North Carolina native, Trevor Baxter, currently in the second position. Looks like we're getting single filed out here, Christian, but we did see that top line. If they get formed up, can definitely.
And for I'll back us up a little bit on 26.
You gotta have the knowledge in it, though, because did you notice all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that line? Where's nose to tail? The first 2 cars locked together. Number 3, be there, don't get aggressive. But then after that, the closer everyone is together, the smoother and faster that line's going to be.
Christian, looks like the entire field is single file literally at this point, so it is all bottom feeding right now as we have 9 laps left to go, about to be 8 left for stage number 1.
Counting down the laps in stage number 1, you know, you mentioned single file racing. I have a feeling we're going to chill right here for about 4 to 5, maybe even 6 more laps But you know,
I'm
with
gonna
2 to
take it 3
go,
wide if they try to
we're
jump
gonna
in front of me, too,
probably
so
be
just
2,
keep a
maybe
heads
even
up on
3
that.
wide racing again because stage points do matter. I reckon.
10-4. Where you go, I go.
We're watching the door-to-door Cup Series, so just a matter of time before somebody pulls up to the outside, as these guys love racing hard and clean. We have 8 laps remaining here. Your race leader, Danny Carpenter, trying to hold off Trevor Baxter, Daniel Best rounding out your podium. Meanwhile, Christian, what are you seeing out of the 15 machine here of Ken Campbell?
Ken Campbell running in the 6th position, exactly where he qualified from. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on him as the caution flag is out. I heard some sliding. There is somebody right there on the apron. Did somebody get a lap car get turned?
Really?
Like Hunter Bogdan involved. Let's take a look.
Did not want to see that.
Let's get a better look here, folks. See this? A little bit
All the way
closer.
around, everybody, all the way around.
All right, so take a look as you see a car a little bit off center. Let's go back a little.
Oh, sorry,
Here we go, folks. Let's go up to the HMS
get off the
TV.
bumper there,
Chopper
dude.
Cam's
I'm
going to zoom in a
real
little
sorry.
bit for you. Okay, yep. There's a domino effect there, and it turns the 29 there. So Bogdan and the 29 and a couple others involved out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Hunter
That'll-
Bogdan going to have some
That'll make the
serious-
stage interesting.
That was a pack back behind the lead pack. It looked like they were just trying to get it going, but
Chuck
you
it
know,
up in one.
people get impatient, get it bunched up, and honestly, that's the worst thing you can do when you're trying to catch it back in
Involved
front of you.
again.
And
Fucking
be sure to take a
somebody pushed
listen
me
to
into
the
the 29.
official
Fucking
radio,
couldn't do
Christian,
shit.
if you can. And I don't
Pardon
know if
my
they're going to
language.
end this, call it a stage, or how they do things here. But
Are you
something
like
just came in.
KO'd this
Daryl
time?
Young Jr. Christian with a $1.99
No,
super
probably
chat
just another
says
2 or
that was
so
Chris
minutes. I'm
Essery's
pissed
grandparents'
off.
fault.
Daryl Young
Well, we
is
got the
taking no
stage coming up
prisoners
too,
here tonight.
so
That is
keep that
crazy.
in mind.
That is wild. Daryl Young
Ken, do you
Jr.
want a beer?
blaming Chris Essery's grandparents. Chris Essery's
I do not.
grandparents,
I want the stage
if
points.
You can respond. Please let us know why Daryl believes that.
10-4.
Yeah. Next, I'm scared, Blake. I'm afraid the next caution is going to be my fault.
I think it's coming, but we'll just have to take a look and see what happens as we got a lap car getting that wave
All right,
around,
looks
and I
like
think
you've
he's
been
riding the
lining
wall.
up
But
behind
hey,
the
nonetheless,
24.
folks, let's take another break, catch our breaths, and get lined up again for some more door-to-door action. We'll be right back. You're watching the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports.
The road is open.
I'm going to try to date him here.
Coming around at 21.
All right.
21. Got some lucky dogs. You got one coming outside. Be aware of that. Pit road is closed.
We are back here at Daytona, and Christian, it has certainly been an eventful race so far, as Danny Carpenter is your race leader.
I assume it's at the end of
Indeed.
30,
We've
correct?
had a couple, single car spins on restarts to drop the caution. And now
Thank
we've
you.
had our fourth caution of the night, which, was a
Watch that top
pack
lane
that
not
had
go.
broken off the main leading pack, and they were trying to catch up. We just got into each other
Trevor's up
there,
there,
and
so
we
I
got
think he
word
has
in the
damage
chat from
still.
Daryl Young that it was Chris Esser and his grandparents' fault. But we actually got confirmation that it was their daughter's fault, because they blame her for everything. And quite frankly, daughter of Chris Esser and his grandparents, I wouldn't take that disrespect.
Bugs here in the chat letting us know, folks, if you're just tuning in, Chris Essery's grandparent is in the chat. That is Bugs ear, and we appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. Looks like we're sitting around 40 or so viewers as Danny Carpenter continues to lead. And Christian, we're not going to be green very long. Looks like we've got a stage coming up here in
The
just a
24
few
car, all
laps
right,
once
he's
we go
bouncing
green.
off the wall back here.
We're going to have to keep an eye on the stage coming soon. Pardon, my focus got flipped to a car that's just, bouncing off the wall going down the back stretch. 24 car might be having issues. We got to keep an eye on that.
Devin Lyons here, 24 car out of Sulphur Springs, Indiana. Looks just fine to me, Christian.
It's fine now, but it definitely was bouncing off the wall a few minutes ago. I don't know what was going on.
Number on a blue car.
I'm doing
You
all
can
this
barely
work so
see
that
it,
I
but
can
there
hopefully
it
take
is, folks. Devin
one
Lyons
click less of
covering
fuel.
his 29th position, but we are lined up, ready to roll as the guys in the back get sorted out. Guys in the front are ready to roll. It's going to be Danny Carpenter in the 28 on the inside, and then we have Trevor Baxter in the 1 on the outside.
Good to see you again. We're going for it here. I'll be glued to you, pal.
But get those tires cleaned up. Get ready to roll here.
Or two, baby.
We're just in lap number 37, folks. Still over 100 laps left to go. Pace car is in. Field is set as they roll towards the juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air.
Just so you know, leaders running.
Only 3 laps to go in stage 1. We get rolling. Your race leader, Danny Carpenter, drops down to the bottom side to try to
Very nice work, my man.
hold on to it through the remaining of the first stage here, Blake.
Great job.
Be our trackside. Cover your ears, folks. It's going to be loud as they rip it around Daytona. Your race leader still Danny Carpenter on the inside line. They're junking it. 24 to the wall. That's Lyons. He's jumped.
Talk me through your lap one time.
My, oh my. He
Got a couple
beating the wall
spots there.
down in the pacing laps, and now he's jumped again.
I was gonna get you!
Got some yelling on the radio. Christian, if you can confirm what's going on, be sure to let us know. But the 24 was absolute junk. Devin Lyons.
Had my radio off at the time of collision, so I did. Oh my!
Not sure if the 24. Yeah, 24 just looks like he comes up here, Christian. Let's get a better look here. With that is not going to.
I'm at a loss for
Let's
words.
take a look at the chopper view. Here it is, Christian.
So what are they going to do here if pit's open,
Well, I think
but
we know
we're already
whose
under
fault that
caution?
one was, Christian.
Definitely the 21's fault.
Yeah,
What was
I
he
think it was
doing
the
on the
damage.
outside there?
Yeah, why would the 21
will
be
be the end of the
outside there?
stage.
Unfortunate
Okay,
incident
awesome.
there. That's definitely going to be the stage, though, Christian. We're going to call it Danny Carpenter.
All right,
gonna
guys, we
win
gotta
stage
clean this up,
number
guys.
1 here tonight. Now, Christian, as we look into the
I'm taking
driver,
7.3.
We
the
can't
driver
be here.
chats.
We're,
Is Danny
you want
Carpenter
us to
available
stay
for an
out
interview, you
to the
think?
stage and then
Taking a look. Give me a
fence it,
second.
or are we hitting now?
Well, while Christian digs for that, folks, we appreciate you popping in
We're
here.
gonna
Be
put
sure to
now,
click
the
that like
stage is
button.
coming,
Subscribe
the
to the
stage is
channel. You're
over.
watching the world's #1 streaming service. Larry McReynolds told you earlier, go ahead and subscribe. He would never steer you wrong.
You taking any tires?
Danny Carpenter is in the chat.
I almost.
All right,
Negative.
Switch over here, Christian, and see if we
Almost.
can
Better
get
shoulda,
a
woulda.
quick chat with our stage 1 winner.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, your stage 1 winner here tonight.
Hang on, Christian. Once you are echoing. If you could mute the other channel, that would be
River
great.
will be open.
I only say that because I know people can hear you echoing if I can hear it. So we're going to get that line up, ready to roll here. We got plenty of time, thankfully.
Stay to the right on pit road if you're pitting. Hunter, I pit on the first on the left, so go around me on the right.
What's the pit road speed? 10 away. 5 away. And your mark. Now, turn in. Nice and easy. Go. Our pit stops are fucking amazing. We should be behind the 50.
Good stuff. Should have probably went 9.3 to give us some leeway, but oh well.
Well, the 16 was actually the more conservative number. It was saying if you were in the draft, you could go 15. So I think 1.3 is good.
All right.
We may not want to jump out to the lead here immediately, and I am assuming there's going to be a caution at this point. So, but max save here.
I'm just going to stay tucked to 5 because I don't want to, unless these guys decide to pit right now. I don't want to risk that fuel.
These guys pit 4 laps ago. They're staying out.
All right, folks. Looks like no interviews happening tonight. We thought the admins hooked us up with some permissions, but that appears to not be the case. So what are you seeing on track here, Christian, so far?
Well, we saw that pit cycle go down. They should be about to grid up and get stage 2 underway. We are on lap 30. 100 laps to go here at Daytona in the Door-to-Door Sim Racing League. Blake Cup Series action.
We're going to have to come around at 50.
Yep, we're going to bunch them up, do it again. We got a new race leader here on the pit stop. Will Hewitt takes over that top spot in the number 48 machine out of Clifton Park, New York.
Daryl Young is the richest guy on YouTube. That last super chat, Blake, was $9.99.
I mean, nobody's got more money.
If we're
Daryl
staggered
Young
in front
Jr. from
and
Peoria,
you need
Illinois.
down, let me know.
He is just absolutely loaded, folks. But we appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, especially Daryl.
If there's a way that I do get in front
there.
of you,
It's his
I'll
birthday,
let you know.
Christian,
This
and he's
top
sending us
one's
super
gonna not
chats.
fire off, though.
That's a good guy right there. On his birthday, sharing the love. And here, we really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, put a happy B-Day or birthday to Daryl in the chat. Let's let him know that we all love him and appreciate him popping out here, spending his birthday right here on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports.
So everything I was doing with the
Blake, you want me
strategy
to sing to
was
Daryl? Do you want me to
just to
sing the
get to where
birthday
I
song?
could get less fuel.
Okay.
So that was less time on pit
I
road. So
thought it
we
would be good.
jumped a
Thought it
lot
would
of
be.
people.
Sorry, guys.
All these guys are up here because they had stopped the caution before. But we were able to jump a lot of people on pit road, and then we'll take more time after stage 2 and go ahead and get tires and fuel and all that. But that gives us way more time to work our way back up. So that was the plan,
And then Pacey Wiggin.
and it worked out except for people already being up here.
That caution definitely, shook some things up. Daryl Young says, "Don't you dare sing." Connor says, "We won't," but I didn't say I wouldn't. We're going to see what happens as the field is set. The pace car about to get out of the way as they head to the Juicy Spider restart zone to start stage 2. The fans are on their feet. No one is sitting down on their seat. Green flag is in the air and waving here at Daytona.
Outside.
Clean and green, Will Hewitt, your
Sorry, guys,
race
I was
leader
paying-
out
I'm not
front.
paying
We
attention.
haven't jumped it yet. Let's drop back in the field. Take a look at the 41 machine. Michael Kurzelik with Bass Pro Shops on the car.
Falling in line has a little bit of a gap there. Shouldn't be too
I'm
much
just
of
gonna
an
chill
issue
here
to
for a
catch
bit.
back up to the car in front of them. Going to be single file for the most part. No, you have 4 cars out there trying to make that second line work, Blake.
Michael Kurzelik going to try to get up there. Let's see if these guys can make that top line work. We see Danny Carpenter here
I got too
ripping
much
it on
damage,
the bottom
Twister.
in the 5th position.
They are trying to get that second line moving there. You see the O2 on the top side and that FedEx ground machine. Trying to get your packages delivered to the front row.
Great job here as Will Hewitt continues to set the pace out front. Let's check out that HMS TV rear cam on our race leader.
Good job, man. Good job.
Looking back on the field, wow, what a shot this is, Blake.
We're not going to get any more
Steve
cautions,
Reeves in the
are we?
second spot. Sitting in third is going to be Mr. King. Campbell in that number 15 machine. Let's check him out, see what he's got going on in the third
You want to hop
position.
up there? I think we're good.
Yeah.
You know, trying to follow basically the second place
Justin, you
guy
want a
right
push
now,
or do you
stay
want to
at a
switch
good
positions and
distance.
have
No,
me
he's
push?
going to try to get a run and take this lead
My
for
front end's
himself.
destroyed.
He's
He's
got
got
Huff
Huff.
right behind him, getting a push here. Can Campbell make that top line work and take over the top spot at the line? New race leader, Ken Campbell.
He looked in his mirror and saw that run on the high side coming, and he took 100% advantage of it.
Hey, Moo, he must be buddies with that 08 of Huff because they were on the same page. Campbell knew all along what was going to happen, and he is now your race leader. Colt Huff second, Will Hewitt in the third. Bugs here in the chat asking, how do we donate? There should be a little button to the right of the chat. Maybe Daryl can walk you through that, honestly. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure, though, by the chat, you should see to the right of it, there's like a $sign. You can donate if you want, but it is definitely not mandatory. But we greatly appreciate each and every one that we get as Ken Campbell continues to lead out front. Christian, let's drop back here, see what Bradley Knopfsnyder in the 87 is doing back in the field.
Back in 19th place, 4 down from where he started at tonight, and just trying to survive back here. It's a deadly zone. We've learned from all the cautions we've had so far. Needs to get something moving here to get a Brian Burchett 23rd on the bottom side here. 3 wide to his outside. This is not where you want to be, Blake.
It is a war back here, Christian. These guys going 3 and potentially 4 wide. They're shooting the gaps, doing everything they can to get from 22nd up to 21st.
Look at all the sparks flying. This is definitely night racing at Daytona. I don't know if the lights are working down the front stretch yet. Blake, did you pay the power bill?
No, I did not. I told them to hold off on the lights as long as they can because, Christian, these cars have headlights on the front, right?
Blake, this is not MCR, buddy. These are just stickers.
No!
Oh, big one!
Caution is out. The big one just happened, Christian. There is at least,
You're not clear
6,
at all.
7 cars into the wall.
I told you back there in the back is not where you want to be. And let me tell you, they learned that.
Dude, we just
Already
flew
is. See
by
this
them on the
again one more
outside.
time here, folks. Take a look. Already
Yeah, I don't know what was up. It wasn't that I side drafted that hard. They just weren't going.
See if we can get a better view. What happened here as we go. HMS TV slow motion. They're 3 wide. I don't know if they knew they were 3 wide because he comes down. There's a car there. Gets left hooked into the 41, and here it goes from there.
Michael Kurgelik gets hard impact into the wall.
On this, I'm not going to wait until the very end. I'll probably like 2/3 of the way through, and then maybe you'll be able to get down behind me after the
Daryl
start.
Young Jr. in the chat. Thank you for mentioning that, Daryl. You know, Christian
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to pin it
hoping
off
so.
on
Or I
me.
can
We're
just
glad you're
knock
paying
on in front of
attention.
you.
Daryl
Either
Young
way.
with $1.99 super
You
chat.
did
The
get bonus
richest man.
points for leading, by the way.
Letting us know Christian Taylor was
Oh,
the
sweet.
one who didn't pay the light bill.
Didn't know that was
it
a
looks
thing.
like the lights are
Yeah,
slowly
well, I was
starting to
watching
turn
my
on,
picture there. I
Christian.
just
It's
backed
still
off
looking
when you
pretty
said
dark.
that, but I was in a
Well, you know,
the
I
voice
only
channel,
paid
so I
half
could
the bill. You know, we got
say.
lights on the back stretch, but we don't need them on the front
Yeah, I
stretch,
didn't
right?
want a rerun of earlier,
Yeah, I'd say it's good enough. You know, pace car has lights at least.
especially because
Absolutely. Well, Blake, that's caution
caution
number 6 here on lap 37.
Yeah,
Long way to
you get,
go.
bonus points for
Got a
leading
long way to
lap,
go,
most
certainly.
laps.
But, folks, we are going to take a
0x,
quick break. We may as well.
and,
We're under our
fastest
6th caution of the night here with the Door-to-Door Cup Series on the World's #1 streaming service.
Oh, it looks like you got fastest lap right now, too.
We will be right back.
Sweet.
Pit road is open.
We didn't need that caution as far as fuel, but it just kind of makes sure that we're good. I can go like 100% now and not worry about it.
good right now.
Six cautions and 17 caution laps out of 38 laps. That's not good. But it's Daytona and new drivers and all that, so.
It's gonna make for a cool thumbnail of us together up front, huh?
You should give me some damage, just cause. But yeah.
Have to come around to 0, 8.
You said hook you right now?
Oh yeah, terminal damage. Let's go.
Got you, I got you.
Or you can wait and do it for the win.
I won't wreck you for the win, but it'll probably be a questionable move.
We're on 1 to go. Gonna go next
When do you
time.
plan on going?
Lining up on the inside, it looks like.
Like about 2/3, 3/4 of the way through, so it's not going to be long before the end, but just enough that maybe they're sleeping.
All right. Yeah, no, you could go on green and they'd be sleeping.
All right, about 10 feet before we get to the end then.
I didn't hear what you said. I had somebody else talking to me. What?
10 feet before the end.
Temple.
We are back here at Daytona, and Christian.
Normally I wouldn't want to do that because I would want to keep the guy behind me and not have a gap, but if we get just enough gap and he's sleeping, then Colt can slide in.
Caution of the
We'll
night.
control the
I
bottom
don't
lane.
understand how we have any cars rolling, but field is set again, as you see right there, clear as day. We have quite a few less than we started with, Blake.
That's why when you're racing solo and it feels like everybody is racing against you at super speedway, it's because they are.
That helped him get out front there in the 08. It's going to be Colt Huff.
We're not the only ones
Real
doing
quick
coordinating like this.
information that I probably should have shared earlier tonight. There were 4 sets of tires over the wall. Some people have already took them. Some people
All
haven't.
right, George, you gotta be up on this
But
bumper.
fuel is set at 100%, so what you saw tonight in the race is the case here tonight in the door-to-door league.
As the field is set, you're going to see that pace car take a hard left, and it looks like it is about officially nighttime. Let's see if the track conditions change as the pace car heads in.
You have control. Maintain the pace speed.
Pace
until the
car is off.
restart
Field
zone.
is
Then
set.
go.
The fans are on their feet. Not one of them set down once since we got going
Green
through the
flag.
Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air here in the door-to-door Cup Series.
6.1.
Ken
5,
Campbell
9.
holds on to the race lead. Second place right behind him, Will Hewitt with Colt Huff.
They got
following
in.
the
We're
line
good.
Right behind those two.
Heading through the turn.
I got caught
Ken
sleeping.
Campbell leading the charge on the bottom side there. They're trying to get that high side organized. It seems like it always falls apart, but they are doing their best to get it running again. As you see some drivers in the bottom line opting to poke their nose out
Sorry,
and try to
Brian.
make a run themselves. That is the number 12 car, Blake.
That's last
All good.
season's champion, Alan Duggar. He says, boys, let's go to the front. It's go time. There's only about 90 laps left.
You know, and no one's going to be with him until this field catches him right here. Hopefully Sanchez doesn't give him too hard of a bump. No, it's not going to be. Thankfully for him, going to lock bumpers here. Now it becomes Nate Polar's job to keep that car on the bumper of the car in front of them as they're going to be working their way towards the front of this pack.
We're on board with Nate Pollard currently as he is cruising in the 12th position, trying to give a shove on this outside line.
It takes a very skilled second driver in line to take a shove like that. 3 cars linked together. It's something that is very dangerous if you don't know who you're working with.
Just a
With
heads up,
18
you are
of Josh
sparking like
Sanchez
crazy.
is shoving him up there through the corners.
you wanna
This
adjust
top
for
line's
that?
got some serious speed thanks to the 18, Josh Sanchez, shoving that number 12 up.
10-4. I don't think I'll adjust out of it, but I won't make my
teammate Jesse
further
Becker. If
adjustments
he's ever
into it.
behind you, you're going to the front. He is a great pusher, and that's something that the 12 is learning right
Not
now.
bad,
That
1 and 2, 3 and
Joshua
4.
Sanchez is a great pusher for himself.
Keep an eye on this top line.
Kinda hard to
as you're
adjust out of
seeing that
something when
12
I'm leading the
spark through
race and
whole
don't seem
corner.
slow.
Wonder if he might be slowing down a bit here as the bottom lane getting the shove as well. Christian, this is an open setup league, we might add. I don't think we let our viewers know. Not many open setup leagues left these days in iRacing, and this is one of them.
That is actually, I must have missed that note for myself. That changes a good bit of stuff when it comes to drivers, you know, who may not have the best setup, or you know, maybe running the iRacing setup against, you know, there are some beefy setup packages out there. We learned that back in the 5150 days, Blake. We had 2 people that, you know, were dominating the series. What did they have? We didn't know. But then once they finally leaked that setup, everyone was running the same exact group. Isn't that right, Blake?
Absolutely, and while Ken Campbell is still your race leader here in lap number 43, we've got about 47, 46 fans tuned in here. Be sure to click that like button, subscribe to the channel. You're watching some door-to-door Cup Series action. Ken Campbell leading this thing out front still.
Looking back at Hewitt, Will Hewitt, that is a number 48 Chevy, pushing Ken Campbell along here.
Absolutely, Ken Campbell is right where he wants to be out front, folks, and I'm trying to get some information for you here. I believe Ken Campbell Racing, or no, it's Campbell Racing on YouTube. I'm trying to confirm his account, and I believe it's Campbell Racing. So I'll have to get with him to double check, but I think that's it. But boy, he's got a YouTube channel. I can see why, Christian, because he's got some serious speed out front.
Looks like he's working well with Will Hewitt behind him.
Yeah, but that top line looks like they're getting a run. I believe that is last season's champion, the 12 of Alan Duggar, leading the pack up there.
If he was the last season's champion, he definitely knows a thing or two about draft racing, because, you know, the draft racing and the draft tracks can really make or break your entire season. If you have consistency in and out the season, but you have like the DNFs, the draft tracks, that's going to hurt you overall, especially in a new chase format.
Absolutely, door to door. They're following the Cup Series points format, so they're going to be having the chase here at the end of the season. As Alan Duggar getting shoved up to the front, they better watch that 12 machine. They do not want to let him control this race here as we roll in a lap 46.
You know, that makes a lot of sense then. If last year they were using the playoff format, you know, we've mentioned one driver having so many wins, but then another driver being the champion. That's playoff racing for you. This season, with it being the chase format, it's going to be a lot different. Every driver in the field will race differently because of
Cover it
the
if you want to.
format.
I think I'll get hung out.
My ears stopped ringing from earlier, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to go trackside. Listen in, folks. Cover your ears. It's going to
My
get
ass
loud.
is actively scared to try and find my way back up there. Pardon my French.
I'm kind of thinking about jumping up there.
I would not be
Look at these shots as they roll past the start-finish line.
A hoarder's
Ken
house.
Campbell still your race leader.
0.386.
Do have a lapper coming up, so be careful.
My oh my, what kind of shots these are. ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be a cameraman, I just had 5 people quit. They said that they were having to be too close to the cars.
We'll go up so we can hear, but like Christian was saying, we're looking for cameramen, folks. We do have cameramen holding those cameras down trackside right on the yellow line. You know, thankfully we haven't had to pay anybody yet because it hasn't ended too well for them.
Yeah, 5 people just quit. Right?
You want to call it quit, Christian?
Okay, yeah, but they're no longer employed with HMS TV.
That's unfortunate, but Ken Campbell looking good out front, still controlling this race. Will Hewitt behind him with Cole Huff in third.
Look at how well they're working together. Will Hewitt only leaves the bumper of Ken Campbell briefly to catch some air, and then he's right back to it, pushing them on along.
Absolutely, as we are rolling into stage number 3 here in just 13 laps. Ken Campbell controlling the pace. Let's jump up, Christian, see what's going on a little bit further back in the field as the top line actually getting filled out there. Go back here to Danny Carpenter in the 28. What's he doing, Christian?
Well, you know, I just saw a bit of a checkup from Danny Carpenter there, or not really from him, but throughout the rest of the pack. But the 08's going to just abandon him. Cole Huff drops down to the bottom, leaving Danny Carpenter as the sole leader, the top line, but he has help. Alan Duggar, is that? Yeah, Alan Duggar behind him, pushing him on along, pushing him hard to the lead.
Yeah, we got Carpenter, your race leader, with Duggar right on his bumper. Nate Pollard rounding out your top 3 here. We have new guys out front.
Danny Carpenter, Alan Duggar, and Nate Pollard worked up their way through that top side and dropped down to lead the bottom lane now. Looking back at Cole Huff, who was the first one to abandon that top side as soon as he got clear. Let's see how well that worked for him. And we have a new super chat in the chat, Blake.
Oh my, ladies and gentlemen, their first super chat ever. Bugs here just said, let's go, Essery. Root for Chris Essery. Christian, how's Mr. Chris Essery doing?
We're going to go on to Chris Essery on the camera right there, running in the 11th position. You know, trying to get some help out there. I'm not sure if he ran in this league last year or not, but he's learning who he can and can't work with. As we're going to take the Juicy Spider drone cam around, Drunken Spider on the cam. He's running a Morgan Wallen paint. Is that Morgan Wallen, Blake?
Morgan Wallen, I'm the problem. I don't know if that's one of his songs, Christian. I'm not going to lie. I don't know anything about Morgan Wallen, but that is one good-looking car.
They go at the top right here if they get here.
I don't know. Well, we're going to have to take a call from Hutchinson Motorsports TV-owned country expert, Bugaboo, my wife, Danielle Taylor, in the chat. I hope, if she's listening.
Where to go if you're going?
One of Morgan Wallen songs.
I'm thinking Danielle will know that for sure.
Oh, Danielle will definitely know that. She's like a country music expert. We'll see if she's in the chat.
I'll tell you who is in the chat, though. Connor Gerard says, interesting paint schemes tonight. We got Drunken Spider out there as well as Danny Carter. It's a lead out! Right hook and offense! Caution! Hands out!
No!
The 16.
No!
Oh, that's Nate Pollard.
I'm killed.
Involved heavily. He might be dead, Christian.
Oh no, we lost our help.
No, I didn't want to see that. It just gets turned
Looked like a
hard
late
into the
block.
wall
He went
down
up,
the
and then the other guy
backstretch.
went to
See this
Went
one
to
more time here.
clear it
Rewind
and
just a bit here, folks. Play
cleared
it
himself
here,
off his
I'll slow it
nose.
down for
What it
you.
looked like.
So look, he makes a move to the outside. Pollard comes up a tad. And that's just deadly incident straight down the straightaway into the fence. You don't see right hooks like that in the straightaways that often, Christian.
No, Colt went up like
Looked
he had
like he
a
went
run
to
and
block
gonna
it and
try
was
to
just late.
Take it to the outside, and then a late block from Nate Pollard turned fatal. That car is destroyed. Someone else got involved there, sent them down to the inside. Let's see who that was sliding down. I can't make out his number.
Well, we got to find some new friends, and we got to
Tommy
find them in a
Wells
hurry.
There in the 11 gets into the wall. He's going to have some damage as well. And folks, I think that's caution number 7 here tonight.
Caution number 7, indeed. Lap
We're just
52.
We're just going to ride this out to the end of the
Nate Pollard's
stage.
rolling, so I don't know if he
and
towed
then,
it in and got a faster pair, or was he able to
fill up,
drive it back?
get some freshies on it, and
I don't know if there are any fast repairs or what the deal is with all that.
come up with a new
Christian, but
plan.
We're in the lap number 52 out of 130. We still got about 8 laps left to go here before stage number 2 is in the books.
I'm going to be investigating the fast repair or not thing here.
While Christian does that in the chat, Danielle Taylor has confirmed, yes, if I'm the problem, is a Morgan Wallen song.
right,
So there
I'm
you
in
go. While
repair
Christian
mode.
digs
Road
into
is
some
open.
race info, folks, we're going to take a quick break.
open. I'm out of
And
walk
hopefully
up,
Nate
somebody.
Pollard's all right. We'll be right back. You're watching the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV.
You mean, do you need me to let you know where we are?
Yes, please.
We'll do.
Closed. Got the lucky dog. Coming to the outside.
7.5 minutes.
Lap car.
Hell, I finished P2 in the trucks with 5.5.
Location.
Blue cone.
Wow, I'm gonna get a lot of it repaired then.
Yeah, and with stage coming up too, you're going to be, I mean, not in a great spot, but it ain't that bad. Middle back. Entry to 3. Some people are like confident if I only give it like, hey, you need to go now, but I like to give a little bit more info. Exit of 4. Uh-oh. Pit entry. It's on the relative now. At the line.
One to go. You're going to line up inside.
All right, take 3. We have robbed parts from several backup cars to do it.
My splitter is dragging so bad.
Front of me just dropped out and it messed up the entire starting. Am I allowed to start on the outside where it would have actually put me, or do I have to start on the inside where iRacing is telling me?
Where iRacing is telling
Make
you.
laps cold. Remember, we're probably not done wrecking yet, bud.
You have to start wherever iRacing puts you.
So I'm probably not going to be making any aggressive moves here. Like if we're spread out and I can do it with little risk, then sure. But I'll probably get hung out to dry.
A closed pit the first
We
time.
are
That
back
yellow.
here at Daytona, and wrecks continue. Caution
I believe
number
so.
7. We're just 54
But
laps
otherwise, you
in.
should
Man,
speed
that
down
was
pit
probably
road
the
about 10 miles an hour
hardest
faster.
pit
You're going to get an
of the
EOL
night.
anyway, but
That was
you
a
get more time to
definite hard
fix your
hit.
damage.
Daryl Young with a super chat states
They
that
just go about
that
like
caution
60 down to, or 70 down
Nate
to
saw
road.
Christian's shirtless.
Yeah, just
My
go like
shirt,
10 miles an
like,
hour over
you've
the whole
been
time.
sitting
If you go
beside
like
me all
40,
night.
then
Has
it's
my
like a hold or
shirt
something
came
like that. But like
Yeah,
10 miles an
that's
hour
why
is pretty
they're
safe.
called-
No, don't you weren't supposed to tell him, Dad.
Seriously?
Blake!
I
Thank
went
you,
barely
Daryl, for
3 and it
putting
gave me
him
a
on
hold.
blast. I felt very awkward all
Under
right here in the booth,
yellow.
and I'm glad somebody said
If
it.
you speed
Christian Taylor
during
finally
green, it'll
put
give you a
his
hold.
shirt on. But Christian, looks like Danny Carpenter going to start this race.
go, tighten up,
restart
tighten up.
from the
Restart,
inside
tighten up.
with Alan Duggar on the outside.
My brakes are a little soft.
Pace car is in, folks. Field is set. Door-to-door action is about to get back underway into the juicy spider restart
flag.
zone. Green flag.
Good job,
Back
bud.
in the
Nice
middle.
and smooth. Nice and smooth. Good job, bud. Do your thing. We're faster than he is. He knows that. Just go up there and get him.
The field.
Don't hit the camera guy, Christian. There we go. We're good.
5:29.
Yeah. Watch out, watch out. Okay. Camera guy. This guy's up on top of the banking here.
What is he doing up there?
Oh, I made him sit there.
This guy, he's feeling pretty scary, but he's good.
We're going to try to make friends here.
This is probably the most dangerous one, Christian.
Yeah, no, we're going to be safe. I don't think we're going to lose any cameraman this time around.
All right, well, that is good as we jump back here and take a look. Danny Carpenter, your race leader with the 15 of Ken Campbell in second.
Danny Carpenter working his way around the track. My wife is very concerned of why I was shirtless in the broadcast booth, apparently.
I'm glad Daryl called you out, but hey, how about this up front? Looking pretty good. 5 laps left to go here in stage number 2.
You're doing fairly well, my man.
This is going to get intense here as they're working their way through turns 1 here. The top line non-existent. They're trying to get it worked out up there. Who's going to be the one to jump out, 5 or 6 cars back on that bottom line to try to make their way to the front? You're not going to get anywhere following the leader. 5 laps to go in the stage. Usually I say chill, but if you want stage points, it's now or never.
Well, Christian, it's time to change up the view here. Whenever the first thing when drivers wreck, the first guy they're going to blame.
We got one arm on
camera
there.
up there. Here it is, Christian. That's right, the spotter. We are here with the spotters up on top of the World Center of Racing sign and building here at Daytona. There they go past the start-finish line.
46.
Absolutely, spotters, they're the most necessary job in racing, but some drivers just choose to ignore the guy up there that can see everything.
They ignore them and then they blame them and say he told them wrong, but nonetheless we're still clean and green. Connor Gerard in the chat.
There's no need for me to push him here except to let him know that I can push if it comes down late in the race.
Well, all kinds of fans tuned in here, Christian.
So we're just kind of
fans tuned in here live.
Information gathering here.
Welcome in, everybody. If you're listening for the first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave us a comment and chat. Most importantly, hit that like button too. I see 15 likes. Let me go ahead and refresh that. Who knows? It may be more now, but 16, as I'm mentioning it, somebody else does it. Everybody pulls their weight. We'll get more people in here. Door-to-door Cup Series action every Sunday night. We're going to be following the NASCAR Cup Series every week. 100% fuel, about 50% race length, Blake.
Yeah, and you know what? Since we got 3 left to go, if you don't believe Christian on why you subscribe to HMS TV, take a listen to this guy. We'll be right back.
In the front straightaway.
We are back, and caution is out. That was bad time, and they are.
Well, that'll probably be the stage.
Take a look at what happened. Looks like Tom Hagen
behind the
is
pace
jumped.
car.
Stage, by the way, but let's take a look right here.
Will that be the
just
stage?
Jockey for position back there. Tom Hagelin hard in the wall, and other people went down pit road. I'm gonna be.
Is that the stage?
Here from the chopper cam, take a look. One guy goes under the line,
Yes, sir,
and then
that's the
another
stage.
guy gets right hook.
All right.
Hard to the infield wall goes somebody. Hard to the
Well,
outside
Rick,
wall
get her in a
goes
close
another.
tip.
And there you have it. Big wreck. Berwick, Pennsylvania.
Let's
native.
try to do better this
Tom
last
Hagelin.
stage, fellas. Let's get along green.
If they keep.
I would wait until it was open just because
All right, well, Daryl Young's gonna have
make
to
sure
let
that
us
we're all
know,
caught up,
and
but
if
you
they
can
keep
speed.
wrecking, poor Daryl
Now, they may not
go
like it if you're
over
speeding and
the
you're going
chance.
down the inside, but
My oh my. Daryl, you could just send us a regular comment, but you do you, buddy.
We know Daryl. I mean,
with
we
as
tell
many
him that all the
cautions
time,
as we're
but he
getting, you
likes
can
to
probably
super
just play
chat.
it safe
Hey, we're
and
not
still
gonna
be fine.
stop 'em. But folks, we're here. Caution number 8.
right.
Just 59 laps in. That is going
I have
to
like
be
six
your stage
left,
number 2
so
winner,
I got
Danny
4 more
Carpenter.
cautions.
Now, Christian, did Danny win stage 1 as well?
That is the case, Blake. He is
Wow.
just a stage domination here tonight.
Sweeping the stages is Danny Carpenter. I would pull him in if I can. I'll double check, see if that's been fixed. But my guess is, oh, hang on, Christian. I think I can, actually. So, you know what? Let's swap over, get ready for an interview. Actually, no. Let's let him go down pit road. I don't want to be, the blame of somebody messing up a pit stop. So let's take a moment and watch him head down pit road, see what happens here.
Here we
Christian.
go, fellas. Pit road speed.
Danny Carpenter making his way down the pit lane. You see cars already pulling in. He qualified well. He actually qualified on the pole, so he's going to come down to this last stop, last pit box here.
Going with left sides again. You know, those right sides, he's just going to leave them all race long. He doesn't care. Filling it up with fuel. Looks like he's going to be the first one off pit road.
Easy win for him. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's switch over to the Discord, get an interview going.
Absolutely. So we'll swap over here, see if Danny Carpenter is available.
Sound muted.
Let me know where y'all are at.
10-4, I'm exiting now. We've got a lot of time to find some new friends.
Coming to be behind the 28.
Pace car's entering 3.
Lord have mercy. That's for the 99 on.
Exit of 4.
Say again?
I was letting him know where pace car is. We are at pit entry.
Winner, as he is pretty pumped up. He
At
has
the
a
line.
large team to work with there, Christian. I'm counting, I don't know, 8 or 10 of them in that chat.
One to go.
Sound muted.
So you should be on the outside.
Steering feels way better.
No go.
What you down to?
It's in 13
Not
left.
going. Not going.
Hey, go around and get
You're
you some
watching
more
Hutchinson
delayed green.
Motorsports TV here tonight. Danny Carpenter, your race
Microphone
leader, trying to see
activated.
what happened. Looks like James Nesta might have crashed under caution or stopped. Let's take a look.
Every little bit matters.
James Nesta just working his way through the tri-oval.
Pulls over there. I don't know if he had a bathroom break or what happened. So he pulls over and then gets back going. And I see Tom Hegland might have done the same here, but he's on the backstretch. Or no, that's not the backstretch. Yeah, or yeah, it is.
It is the backstretch. That's the chicane.
So he might be done.
And one of those must have made iRacing automatically redo the, or
I'm sure
send them
we're
all
gonna have
around
no
again. I don't know though.
Oh yeah, most definitely, because the guy that basically caused that one and
Take a
cut
look
me
here
off
at the
and
chat.
checked
We've got all
everybody
kinds
up.
of fans chatting it up.
He's a
Roxanne
700 iRating.
Chavez Essery. Christian, I'm guessing that is the daughter that Bugsy
Are you in
was
the pits?
blaming for the wreck earlier on. Is that right, Roxanne?
No, I'm
That
on
is actually right. I
backstretch.
can
didn't go back
confirm
down.
that. She mentioned earlier
That's a
in
mistake.
the chat. Trying to find it so I do not
No,
lie.
Roxanne, why are you causing cautions out here? That is just absolutely uncalled for.
Yep, that's actually Chris's mama, Blake.
Okay, so Chris's mom out here causing cautions. You know, poor Chris out here just trying to do his best while his family members getting the caution out. But hey, right now, where are we seeing Mr. Chavez Essery currently?
He could go in
I
right
am
here and
seeing
still
him
get
actually up to
10,
the
15
his
seconds.
fourth
Doesn't
position,
a lot,
so he's going to
but
be
better than zero.
inside row. Okay, so no, not really. He's inside row number 3 right now. So he's making his way towards the front. He is exactly where you kind of want to be, but then again, not really,
Oh,
because
well, never mind. Yeah, I
if
could've
the
gone
leaders
back down.
wreck, like
The
we saw
radio
just
that
tonight in the
you're on
action,
has
Daytona
a little
500,
mini antenna on it.
you may be in
Yeah,
trouble.
if you went then, you'd have got like 10, 15
got a
seconds,
higher
which isn't a
chance
lot,
of
but
survival
it ain't
there. I
zero.
will say, when you're smack dab in the middle
One to
of
go.
the field, I mean, your odds are not very good. But field is set here, Christian. We're going to be dropping the hammer
I'll be
next
back up
time
there, don't
around.
worry.
Going green. We got Danny
Good.
Carpenter,
I need a-
Ken Campbell, Pacey Widgeon.
I need a
out front.
partner.
We're more than halfway
One is up to
there.
13.
Stage 3. We got the stages out of the way. The only pauses we're going to have now is for incidents. And, man, have we not had incidents tonight, Blake?
Absolutely, we sure have. But Chris Essery's going to try to get going as he's got his entire family watching here. A lot of pressure on the shoulders of that number 4 machine. We haven't seen much of this guy here, Christian. What have you been seeing out of this 22 machine? Travis Hollins out of Fisher, Minnesota.
Well, we may have not seen anything out of him tonight, too much at least, but let me tell you, that does not mean he hasn't been busy. Go ahead and bring up the hard Chargers board, Blake, because I know who's up top. He's actually going to be second on that list.
Let's take a look. Here it is. Go ahead, Christian.
So he's actually second on that list. He's been busy. Only one more busy than him has been Brian Bouchette.
We've had
up
8
22
cautions.
positions.
Good Lord.
So Travis
Right
Hollins
above him. So how about this row right here, folks? Keep an eye on the 22 and the 3. They are headed to the front. And Christian, we're about to drop the hammer. Go Green. Danny Carpenter is ready to get going once again. $52 fans tuned in here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Door-to-door Cup Series season opener. Pace car is in. Field is set. Into the juicy Spider restart zone they go. Green flag.
Green.
Danny Carpenter leading the field through the trial. He's going to go up to the high side there, making a little bit of an odd move. I don't know if he's just trying to get in line with his teammates or what's going on here, but that's not common.
A great move there. He was basically making the top lane pace be a little bit better than the bottom lane, and it looks to have worked out as he's got Ken Campbell in the second spot in that CR15 machine.
51 people just watched us take the green flag again with 68 laps to go in the race. Stage 3 action here in the door-to-door Cup Series. You see Pacey there in the O2 machine in the 3rd position. Just, minding the P's and Q's right now, staying where you need to be to get the line moving.
Doing a great job controlling the pace out front as the top 5 or so are single file, and then we go double file from there on.
Now that we've shown that we can push, there's no reason to right now. So, especially since I'm getting pushed from behind a little bit, just leaving a little bit of a gap, staying in this little window here.
Now, Christian, I know you love saying it.
You mean I love to say
Save as much fuel as we can and show that we can push when we need it.
You just heard it live on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the world's #1 streaming service. Again, be sure to click that like button if you haven't. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel HMS TV. We're making a hard push to 2K subscribers.
Roxanne in the chat, we talked about her being Chris Essery's mama, says, I'm the problem, kind of like the car states, I'm the problem. I remember the song now.
Well, I still don't know what this song is, but here comes the field as we are on the walls here at Daytona, ripping it around the high banks.
Absolutely, that's the static cams there. We do have some robot cameras on the wall, Blake. I installed them myself.
Wonder why we lost a couple of them. There they come through turns 3 and 4 into the front stretch. You're going to see the tri-oval, and take a look at the flag man. He is cool, calm, and collected. Watch him whiz by.
He is, look at him go. He is ready to throw that yellow again.
He's got it in his hand. He knows we're going to get plenty of them here tonight.
But hopefully we just, tick off some laps. 65 laps to go here tonight.
Jump on board here. Check out this new HMS TV dash cam. George Chiampoulos out of Fishers, Indiana in the 7th position.
Did you get confirmation on that last name, or did you just go for it, Blake?
I'm just going with it. That's what I do here. I just basically wing it until somebody corrects me, and I don't know. I'm feeling pretty confident on that one.
I think that might be the closest prediction that I've heard tonight. I mean, I can't. I'm not even trying myself.
Chris Chiampoulos just subscribed. I think we're going to get a confirmation.
Oh,
Chris,
yes.
Let us know, please, Chris, because I know we're butchering that. He is ready to let us know.
I don't know where
how
that
to
guy
say
went, but he
this name.
disappeared.
I bet he subscribed just so he could let us know.
Oh, I guarantee he did. He's probably cringing hearing us say that last name wrong, but Danny Carpenter, still your race leader, trying to hold on.
I will promise you, ladies and gentlemen, and you'll learn throughout the season that we'll be 10, 15 races in, and I'm still going to say last names wrong. It's nothing personal. It's just Christian Taylor for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you know, I mean, there's some guys we've been broadcasting for multiple seasons, and I think he still says their name wrong. Sometimes I feel like it's on purpose. But Danny Carpenter,
what's up?
He's looking pretty good out front. Your top 5 or so looks to be a little bit of a mini breakaway.
Oh,
but the
nice.
test is still there.
I tell you what, Matt Tedler, I say his name right every time.
Oh, absolutely. From GLSR. But how about Hunter Bogdan? I believe we saw him involved in an incident earlier. He finds himself into the top 10 out of Charlotte, North Carolina, Christian.
He's up 5 positions where he started. He went all the way to the back. Charlotte, North Carolina native, making his way down the back stretch there. He's just, you know, like
people
everybody
dropping
else
left and right
now, just having to maintain that single line racing.
Take a look at the juicy Spider drone cam as we rip it around here. The 01 with Jerky Boys on the car. That is one good looking machine. Let's get a closer look here, Christian. What do you know about Jerky Boys?
Apparently my dog is getting excited at the sound of Jerky Boys. Man, that is a beautiful machine. Jerky Boys beef jerky done right on the car right there. I guess, you know, we're going to give him a little bit of shout out. He wants some beef jerky. Go to Jerky Boys.
Absolutely. We got to give some shout outs to these sponsors. You know, a lot of these sponsors really love backing these drivers, and Jerky Boys is one of them, as Hunter Bogdan sitting in the top 10. Danny Carpenter, still your race leader.
Mad Dog Motorsports.
There's
On
no
the side of
outside
his
line
car.
formed up right now.
Let me tell you, they know what they're doing.
Half the field is on the Mad Dog Motorsports team, it looks like, Christian. So they are running pretty good here early on. We're at the middle point of this race, actually. But just 61 laps left to go.
I'm good. Riding here, saving fuel.
He's lapped 70 overall of 130. Alan Duggar.
Season's champion, Alan Duggar, finds himself outside the top 10. We got about, let's see, what's this front pack here? About 16 cars. Hop on board here with Josh Collins in that Sandy's number 27 machine, Christian.
Get on board. Seeing him just trying to, you know, work the air a little bit as you see the second line forming. Let's see Josh Collins in onboard camera. See how focused he's looking as he might lose the draft here. I don't know what happened there.
46.659.
Really looks like he's trying to hang on till we jump up to our eyes in the sky. The Harpoon Design Blimp. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for a paint scheme, you're sick of looking slow because you are slow, head on over harpoondesign.com. Paint start, just $25.
So I'm looking at this top line, trying to form up Blake. Who's on the head
It's
of
like
that
the real
line?
life cup race.
See Daniel Best involved on this top line here. Let's hop on board. NEHMS TV nose cam. He is the front car here out of Shreveport. I believe that's Louisiana.
You know, it's kind of that 14 behind him, I believe it was. It's going to be Stephen Bird, also from Mad Dog Motorsports, trying to get up there to his teammate. He was kind of all over the place there. And I'm kind of concerned what might happen here.
Trying to get a push out there. He's struggling to keep that car straight. Hopefully he can figure it out here as Danny Carpenter likes what he's seeing back there. He wants to keep him in the back.
You know, you could be the best pusher, but if the car in front of you can't take it, they're actually Mad Dog teammates. I'm hoping it's just the way it's looking right now, but they're all over the place.
Haven't talked much about this guy, but in the 9th, now 10th position, it's the 88 of Clayton Cyrus, and he's got to be a little scared as the 14 giving a big shove to that, I believe, number 6 machine.
I'll say Clayton Cyrus, though, through that turn, he went up way higher than he should be. I don't know if it, you know, just getting a little loose there. He's trying to side draft or something, but he's leaving that yellow line and moving up the track.
We're going to keep our eyes here. And Christian, he's got ski on the car. Not sure if you're familiar with that, but it is a soda here in the Midwest, and it's pretty good. It's kind of like a, sort of like a Sprite, sort of like a Mountain Dew type soda.
Well, Blake, I've never heard of it myself, but, you know, next, or whenever I come to the Midwest for the first time, I guess I'll have to give it a try.
Yes, I'm not sure where Clayton Cyrus is from, but my guess, probably somewhere out in the Midwest. But a big run here from the top side. 14 giving a big shove. Mad Dog Motorsports trying to get to the front. Christian, all 3 of those cars are Mad Dog Motorsports cars, it appears.
Hold your line, Daniel.
Let us see how well they work together, moving their way to the front. You know, they have a Mad Dog competitor up there leading the charge right now, Danny Carpenter. But Danny Carpenter's just got to look forward. He cannot worry about his teammates in the back, because they are kind of all over the place right now. Still.
And we're going to see if they can get it straightened out. You know, maybe Danny Carpenter could help him out by just slamming the brakes, Christian. What do you think?
I mean, if he wants to die, yes.
We'll have to see how this plays out as Danny Carpenter continues to lead out front. Second position still the CR15 machine, Ken Campbell. Let's hop on board with this number 15 Christian.
On board, looking back. FedEx ground machine behind him.
Not much going on as they're single file. These were logging some laps here. Going to be 55 laps left to go as we pull up your HMS TV pit strategy board. These guys, Christian, they pit about 15 laps ago.
Next Austin, we're
I think they're going to have one more pit
They're both racing
cycle ahead of them. I haven't ran any officials myself, or I mean, I know what they did in the Cup Series, but you know, they saved fuel like crazy. Maybe Daryl Young in the chat can let us know what 100% fuel cycle looks like at Daytona.
I think it's in the late 30s, early 40s. I'm not 100% though. We're just going to have to wait and see if we can get confirmation. But I think you're right. I think you're going to see him pit one more time here in the next, I don't know, 15, 20 laps.
But you know, they're out here saving fuel like they did in the Cup Series, right, Blake?
Oh no, we're full throttle here. We don't do that stuff in the door-to-door Cup Series.
Danny Carpenter out front, leading the charge on this bottom line. The top side trying to see what they could do. I don't think they've went anywhere yet.
Now they've gained a few spots here and there, but it looks like they're trying to get a run once again. That's Daniel Best in that 5 machine trying to lead the charge as we hop on board.
On board, looking over the nose of this Mad Dog Motorsports machine there. He's trying to get the side draft. You see Chris Essery going to be the next car in line ahead of him. If I'm Chris Essery, you know, I kind of want to jump up and get in this action and ride it to the front. It might be 55 to go, but, you know, once you get up there, it seems like Danny Carpenter is showing us it's a good place to be.
Third place car, Pacey Widget going to take that top lane here. He's going to lead the charge, see if he can take over the top spot.
You know, I just said that, and then I got to thinking, and something that you're not going to be able to see on the track, really. Every car behind him is a Mad Dog Motorsports car, so they're not going to, you know, leave their teammates. They will leave you out to try in a heartbeat.
We're just going to wait and see, and it looks like Campbell going to stay in line here. Still going to be Danny Carpenter out front as the top line is getting a big run, Christian.
2 Mad Dog machines drop down, leaving one back there behind. Is that Nate Pollard, I believe, in the blue and yellow car?
It's a hell of a side draft.
Nate Pollard, I believe, involved in a big incident earlier. I don't know if he's even out there at this point. I think he is, actually. So, I don't know, folks. We'll just keep our eyes out. We got a new race leader, Pacey.
That's February for the checkup. It's obvious that you have gone to the top.
Danny Carpenter has to be somewhat aggravated. Maybe not, but, you know, he just got passed by his teammates, and not only by one teammate, 2 of them, and then another car that rode that way up. He's back to 6th.
But we'll see how it plays out. Looks like Widgeon trying to take on that top line. He's pulling in Austin Hill, Christian. He wants to lead this thing the rest of the way.
Yeah, but, you know, unlike Austin Hill, who, you know, may trust the people he's blocking, I don't think you could do that too well in iRacing.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Austin Hill is a role model in the garage, if you ask him.
Yeah, he said it himself, and, you know, and that's exactly why at Indianapolis Motor Speedway last year, you know, he showed how much of a role model he was, right?
Absolutely. He did got a race suspension for it, but Pacey Widgeon still out front trying to hold off the 29 of James Nesta, who worked himself all the way to the front. Christian, he was in the back just, I don't know, 10 laps per quarter.
27 pitting.
51 laps left to go here in the door-to-door Cup Series. Somebody exiting pit road there. I don't think we're going to see pit cycles just yet, but you know that comes
No problem. I was
it's very
already planning on letting you
interesting.
down.
We saw all those Mad Dog Motorsports working together to get to the front.
These guys all have
Was
the
that
same
all in the name
door-to-door
of the
sim
pit
racing
cycle
on the
that's been
back. I assume they're all working
It could have
together.
been, but we saw all the hard work done from
wow.
that top lane, and the 02 of Widget gets hung out to dry. He's going to drop back and lose a lot of spots.
That was Mad Dog Motorsports. They all at the same time just said, you know what? We're tired of this O2 leading. And they dumped him like a bad salad. He is all the way back to 6 now. My, oh my.
You know, that should be a lesson for the rest of these drivers. I mean, you got 6, maybe 7 drivers from Mad Dog Motorsports. If you're in a pack with them, you better look out and you know, keep your eyes in the back of your head, because they're not going to hang with you.Ey're here to win.
I'm going to try to pit with them.
I
realize what's up.
to prevent that from happening. They all stepped out at the exact same time. I guarantee you in their voice channel there was even a countdown. 3,
I'm just trying to
2,
save as much fuel as I can and be in position.
And I bet they're laughing about it here as they take over that top spot for the 02, trying to form a charge out front to undo it. But you got to be weary here with all these Mad Dog Motorsports cars out front controlling this race.
Right now, I wouldn't even try to push back up in front of them. They're just going to do that same thing again. You're going to have to catch them towards the end of this race. You're not going to be able to, you know, outwork 5 cars teaming together.
You know, and if you get up there, you better bring some friends, because if you're up there by yourself, Mad Dog Motorsports, they're going to get the best of you. They're out here licking their chops. They got the cars and the numbers, and they got the talent to get it done.
Outside. Still outside.
Now we got Hewitt here. I believe he might be a lap down here, that second car in line. And I don't think he's part of Mad Dog Motorsports. And how about this? Now I see why James Nesta is leading. Christian, what do you see?
You know, just leading this charge right here, Mad Dog Motorsports, you know, dominating all of a sudden. They got all together, and that might be treacherous for the rest of the field.
No, Christian. What I'm seeing on your screen right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Well, you know, I was looking at, you know, bigger picture. Hutchinson Motorsports TV is on board, and that's why he's leading, you know.
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina native James Nesta out front here. Here comes the top line, though. Can they hold on as a lap car of Hewitt giving a big shove?
Still there.
Hewitt, you know, it's right where he needs to be to get that lap back.
Still outside.
Is he 1 lap down or is it multiple?
Rolling back here, just one. Just
Oh,
one lap
so
down.
yeah, that's perfect for him if there's a caution. As long as you're not the caution.
46.
You don't want to be involved, or you won't get that lucky dog, as Alan Duggar finds himself in the 6th position here in that number 12 machine.
Clear high. Outside.
We believe, you know, pit cycle should start soon. We're going to take a quick break, catch our breath real quick, but don't you worry, we're going to HMS TV side.
If it goes green, I'm going to try to pit when Danny and then pit.
Through there, brother. Still out there.
10-4, just let me know.
Still out there.
Big if on the green there.
This top line is just moving. I don't know if I should go up or not.
Gonna be honest, right now I'm almost content on sticking to the bottom because of who is up there.
Yeah, I'm just bottom saving fuel right now.
25, 3, 9.
Pretty much the same, but I'm also scared that somebody from up there is gonna do some stupid cough between the 79.
Yeah, he's being a proper
Still
fool.
there. Door outside.
I mean, he only cut me off like 3 different times when he left the bottom open.
Still there. Run clear if you need it. .46, 23, 1, 5. Simba man, they're suppressing your talent. Let's get them. Just an update, fast guys are running 46, 0.2, 9, 6.
Go at the back of your car makes you want whiskey.
We are back here at Daytona. James Nesta still your race leader here. Christian, what are we seeing out of this 29 machine from Mad Dog Motorsports?
Philip, I see it. I just can't text right now, dude.
29 machine.
To the finish. Clear.
Leading the charge right now. Hutchinson Motorsports TV on the back
But
of
yeah,
that car.
I'll announce so Chris can go.
Behind them, trying to stay in that lucky dog position.
Now you see what I mean
Great
about
job
being a
at shoving, and
dipshit?
again, they're staying single file. Again, it takes a group of people to form that top line, and again, six or so cars out front with Mad Dog Motorsports. It's tough to find some friends in the back willing to go up top.
Yeah, especially, it seems like the more aggressive team is the team leading right now. Aside from 48, I'm not sure if he's involved with him. Will Hewitt, I'm not sure if he's involved. Yes, he is. He's in there with Mad Dog Motorsports. So the entire top 5, even though one of them being lapped down, is all Mad Dog.
Yeah, that's going to be tough to overcome. But if anybody
Do I need to be worried about my left
it's
front?
Alan Duggar here, last season's champion with the door-to-door
don't-
Cup Series.
well,
Can they
my
form a
side-
line to get out front, or they might just be riding around here,
Rams
Christian?
starting to
Because
build a little
pit
high.
cycle is probably happening here in the next 10 or so laps.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all pit
I'd say
together. And
left
if I'm
sides are
Chris
wearing
Essery,
harder
I'm
than
going to
the
go
right
with him.
at this point.
Yeah, again, though, it's going to be tough to overcome such a high number of cars. Maybe you try an alternate strategy, pit early. I don't know what
But
to
also
do,
the
honestly. You
draft to
definitely
win.
want some people to go down pit road with you, though. We know that.
First car that is not a Mad Dog machine is going to be Pacey Wignett in that 02 in PBR racing. It's going to be the one you have to keep an eye out for when they step out to try to form that second line. Does Chris Essery go with them? Keep an eye on that FedEx machine.
Yeah, that can cause some tightness.
Chris Essery, I'm the Problem by Morgan Wallen Paint right behind them.
We hop on board here.
Just so y'all know, I'm going to go ahead and swap over to driver chat because I may have to announce quick.
He's just riding right now. We're waiting to pit here under green. It's good to see some clean and green action. Christian, we have been green now for, let's see, about 29, almost 30 laps.
That tends to happen in these, especially when a early race is kind of a caution fest. You run out of the cars that's causing the caution when you get to the clean drivers. The clean drivers will prevail always in iRacing.
Absolutely. And Christian, I believe Jesse Becker is either live already or he's going live shortly over here on HMS TV. Don't you go anywhere, though. If you're going to do anything, open up a second screen. You can watch 2 months. We know Connor Gerard's going to do it.
Connor Gerard, always the HMS TV super goat.
Big shout out to all our fans here tonight. We got about 54, 55 fans tuned in. Connor Gerard, Daryl Young, Bugsy here. We got too many to call out. Appreciate each and every one of you. And if you haven't yet, just like Larry McReynolds told you earlier, click that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, door-to-door Cup Series action here at the World Center of Racing, Daytona.
And if America's crew chief tells you, then I don't know who else could tell you if you don't believe him.
Well, if you're not believing us right now, take a listen in. We're going to go over. Last time we went over it, we had a big wreck, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. But go ahead, Larry.
.7 on fuel, maybe 1 click too many, but is what it is. I don't want all the calculations to be off of me here and then me come out in the lead.
We are back here at Daytona, and Larry McReynolds himself just said it. And folks, people ask all the time, is that AI? It is definitely not. We have Larry McReynolds on the payroll, and you heard it from him, folks. So click that subscribe button. You're watching the world's #1 streaming service as James Nesta and the pack coming up on some lap traffic here.
46.90.
That lap car's probably doing the right thing, staying out of the way. But there are ways to get that draft, and just getting out of the way isn't it? Unless you're damaged. You probably got some damage from a previous incident.
Oh yeah, been involved in some incidents. Probably a good thing he stayed out of the way. But George C. Giampoulos, we're going to go with. He's got some damage too, it looks like, or something. He's way off pace in the 15th position.
Very unfortunate for George there.
Jump back up front here. Stephen Bird, not sure we heard much from this guy, but he finds himself up to third here, Christian, with his buddies. from Mad Dog Motorsports.
I think this is gonna be kind of what it is the rest of this race, even after the pit cycle. Mad Dog's gonna all pit together. Door to door Sim Racing League on the back of the car in front of Stephen Bird here. But it's gonna be a one team show, I believe.
Yeah, well, Christian, so what you're saying is just throw the check.
/ checkered, indeed.
Oh, Christian's calling it, folks. He's saying Mad Dog Motorsports is unbeatable. Can these drivers prove him wrong? Stephen Bird currently in third. You got Daniel Best in second. James Nesta leading the pack.
But I will say, at the same time, Blake, there is absolutely one way they will lose this race, and that is a one-worded answer, and that is greed.
And we'll see how loyal
That's when I need a crew chief so they can talk to
just 37 laps
Philip.
left to go. Let's pull up the pit
Imagine he's crew
strategy
chiefing
board.
for Chris.
These guys pit 34 laps to go, so if they're going to cut this stage in half here, you're going to see them pitting here in the next couple of laps. Hopping on board here, Pacey Widgeon in the 6th position, trying to find a way around this cluster up front of Mad Dog Motorsports cars.
I think he's doing exactly what they need to do right now, and that's just fit in where you get in, stay in line. It's too early to try to make the move now, because if you get ahead of these cars, they're just going to send you down the rabbit hole like they have a few times, Blake.
In the chat, I just put a message. Ken Campbell, we can confirm on the back of his cars. It is Campbell Racing on YouTube. Give him a follow. He's got some pretty cool videos. He's got a decent following, too. He does some very informative stuff. Now, we do live broadcasts here, but Ken Campbell, he helps you out with some speed stuff, and he is definitely one to listen to, as he has over 5,000 iRating. So go ahead, check him out, folks. And you're going to maybe see some cool stuff coming up here, hopefully between the two of us.
36 laps to go. When are these Mad Dog team cars going to come down pit road, Blake?
And I think it's just a matter of time. If you're cutting this stage in half, you really need to pit this next time around. But nobody, really no takers so far. But Christian, one thing we do know, we learned it earlier in the Cup race. You don't want to pit with too many cars. If you're out front in this 16 or so car pack, you don't want everybody to pit at once. You kind of want to try to maybe split this in half or so.
Well, I think that team that they have right there, the 5 cars together, and I mean, even I think the lap car should come with them, but I think that is the perfect amount to come.
I have to agree with you. Come early, come often, as Mad Dog Motorsports is out front. When are they going to head down?
35 laps to go. I know they are in the pit window now. 34 now, excuse me.
Now, one thing to remember, though, Christian, Ken Campbell, I don't think he is with Mad Dog Motorsports, so he's really the first one out there, as far as I know, not with the team. So keep an eye on him for sure.
I have a feeling that when those Mad Dog cars come, I think we'll have way more than just them pit at the same time. I think people are watching.
Would ask them when they're pitting, but I don't think they'd
Christian,
tell me.
When one comes, it seems like everybody does, as Ken Campbell finds himself in 5th out of Scottsboro, Alabama. And Christian, we've got a lot of guys from the Alabama area here in the door-to-door Cup Series.
Absolutely. Good old Alabama. Took a trip down to Talladega this last year. It was a very fun trip. Got to go again. They're going to be actually revamping Talladega soon, Blake. Wonder what that will entail.
Yeah, but knowing, I got 2 words for you, Christian, considering all of that. Roll Tide.
You know what, Blake? I wish you'd never do that again.
We got Alabama natives on track as the 79 going another lap down here, or 1 lap down. He is going to hope his luck gets back on track here, as we have 33 laps left to go. When are these guys out front going to take that hard left and head down pit road?
Alabama fans could be happy until the 3rd week in October of this coming year now. You know, you may have won up this last year, but go Vols. We're coming hungry. We're going to take you out this year. I just know it.
Yeah, you know, the Vols are no slouches except in bowl games when the Illinois Fighting Illini.
I've got 7 more.
Hey, Blake, easy. Sensitive.
7.
Yeah, Christian, a big Tennessee Vols fan.
Damn, I
you know,
have 3
Christian's
more.
teams are all over America, it appears.
Wow.
I mean, there is nothing wrong with it. You know, I'm a Chiefs fan in football. We're not going to talk about that year we just had. And you know, it goes to show you, Blake. People accuse me of being a
Well,
bandwagoner.
fine,
I'm
I'll
still
come
a
with you.
Chiefs fan after that last year. Still a
Okay,
Vols
too.
fan. And I'm even a Trackhouse fan, and we can only win road courses.
Roger.
Are you sure, Christian? I
2 and
I heard
4
you
tank?
used to be a Patriots fan,
No,
and now you're going to be a Seahawks fan. Is that
I'm
true?
gonna add 8
No,
more.
it is not true, and you know better.
Well, probably a full tank.
We have just 31 laps left to go. These guys staying
What?
out here, you know, you got to start thinking,
Yeah,
when are they going to
probably.
head down? Because, again, you want to pit under green. If a
Well,
yellow
thank
comes
God.
out, it's not like a normal track, you know. A normal track that's a mile and a half,
Check
you fall a
that
lap down when you
16.4.
pit. But not here at Daytona. You want to pit under green so you don't lose the track position.
Blake got in trouble. Danielle has done told you, Blake, that is not nice.
Oh, man.
Oh, Danielle, I hate to say this, you know, I hate telling on Christian, but earlier he was
Okay.
yelling at the family dog, Woody, and here they come down pit road.
Oh,
Outside.
here comes everybody.
Clear.
Door to door. Chris
Outside,
Esser going to make
outside.
contact with somebody there. Oh, and the 29 gets turned by the lap car. They're all junking it. Oh, my.
Still green. They're under pit road here.
Already told him twice.
Oh, that is too bad. You know, Christian, I said it earlier, sometimes too many can pit, and that's what happened. Ken Campbell was hit coming into the pits. Hopefully that car's okay.
Well, he just drove down enough pit boxes to be okay. My, oh, my. Oh,
let's
my
just-
God.
All right,
Trying
probably
to get a good
75.
shot down pit road here, folks. Let's take a look on track. Clayton Cyrus, he stayed out all by himself, Christian. What a call.
This is the winning strategy, sure, I guess.
At least he's got some lap traffic here, but it might have actually paid off, Christian, because if he would have went down pit road, there's probably a 50-50 shot he would have junked it, but he's heading down right now. And he's flying. Oh, my gosh.
Well, you just got to get to 55
That's
by
all
the...
right. No, it's
I'm gonna
not a
keep an
black.
eye.
He was flying, Christian.
Pretty sure they said in the driver's meeting, announce your pit, and they didn't.
Campbell behind him. Hopefully that car's okay. We know we got Clip in the rear heading down pit road.
I got fucked over
Oh,
on
my, I
that
kinda
11,
wish I
ran me
had.
over.
the radio on, because I bet it lit up just then. Unless it lit up in the team chat, who knows?
Let's take a look here. I think I have a replay of the madness going down pit road. One moment.
Did they announce and I just didn't hear it?
Nobody announced.
Let's rewind this.
They said in the damn driver's meeting you got to announce.
Here, folks. Let's go to the
Yep.
chopper cam, and here it is, just pure madness. I don't even know where to start. Cars everywhere. They're like 5 wide. One gets hooked there, another one hooked in the back right here, and there you have it. Just pure madness down pit road, but we're still clean and green.
There's got to be some hurt feelings after that one, Blake. I mean, I know how it feels to be coming to pit road and get turned. You know, it's just minding your own business. And wham, you get rammed into the back of, picks your wheels off the ground, spins you on around, and it makes you
Hey,
ill.
Will, do you
Well,
want to
right
back up
now
the
we got a 3-car breakaway, Christian. Looks like Pacey Widgeon, Ken Campbell, and Alan Duggar. 3-car breakaway.
All right,
They
I
got
got it.
about a 2.5 to 3 second lead. Then we have Chris Essery with another 3-car pack. It's going to be tough when we run them down. They don't have the numbers.
That, and I will say, who is not involved in those first 2-car breakaways?
We seem to be
Mad Dog
pulling away right now.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you're right there. Mad Dog Motorsports are nowhere to be found here, it appears. We got a lap car involved in this group right here, but we dropped back a couple of spots. Daniel Best, we got a 2-car breakaway. Seems like everybody split up here, Christian. Then we have a 4-car
I'm gonna try and
breakaway.
pick up Nesta here.
Then we drop a little bit further back, way back here. James Nesta entered pit road in the lead.
What was that,
Well,
100?
he got spun out. He's all the way back in 12.
I said I'm gonna try and
Yeah,
pick
but
up
if you
Nesta,
go
get
back
a little
up
more
to
guys in the train.
That last pack there, I think it was Daniel Best. I think that starts the line. No, it's going to be the one behind them. Sorry, Blake. Behind Brian Bouchette, Stephen Bird. That starts the line of Mad Dog cars, and they're going to be working together. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this pack here. I have a feeling that with 27 laps to go, if they work together the best, they might make it back up to the front.
And The only problem, they only have 4 cars. You know, you got basically three or four cars running away. So nobody's got an advantage in numbers. And these guys out front, I think they know if you stay straight, it's going to be between these 3.
Let me know when you guys are clear.
And that's what they're going to have to do. If they start racing each other at all, they will not maintain this lead.
Christian, looks like that gap between 3rd and 4th is up to 4.5 seconds. I mean, these 3 are pulling away.
The front 3 are
we got a 3-horse race if this thing stays green.
26 laps to go. 105 laps into this 130-lap race. Door-to-door Cup Series here at Daytona. First race of the season, Blake. Going to be a long one. 36 races on tap. Maybe a couple off weeks in between that.
You know, it's just crazy how things change. You know, it seemed like Mad Dog Motorsports had it in the bag and just chaos pursued down pit road. Really nobody in particular's fault. I mean, just like I said earlier, sometimes too many cars go down pit road, and that's exactly what we saw right there.
Yeah, I mean, I was sitting here thinking, you know, the more the merrier, but if you can't get on cleanly, what is it worth? There's so many cars, you know, involved in that and slowed down and separated the team that had it won.
Yeah, but we got just 25 laps left to go, folks. We're going to go HMS TV side by side. Thanks to sponsors, but don't you worry. You're not going to want to miss the end of this thing. You're watching door-to-door Cup Series action. We'll be right back.
.841.
I was really good on fuel, and now I'm not so good.
Tighten up this back here, boys. Let's get him.
Colt, take a run, and I'm gonna run. I'm gonna lead it.
We are back
now
here
they're
at
coming
Daytona.
pretty quick.
Nothing's changed out front, Christian, except a bigger lead from this first pack to the second.
Yeah, 23 laps to go. If there ain't a caution, I mean, you can go ahead and ride it to one of these 3 here. Is it going to be Pacey, Ken, or Allen as they're leading this field? 5 seconds now.
I will add, Christian, looks like the third pack has caught up to the second pack, but them going side by side isn't going to help them. So
Single file,
I don't know if they're
catch
going to be
the
able to
leader.
run these guys down, but Mad Dog Motorsports looking to lead this second pack.
Yeah, people are saying over the chat, single foul, we catch the leaders, but we're going to see.
They don't care. Mad Dog's out here with the numbers. You know, you guys can complain all you want, but they got the numbers, so you got to deal with it. Mad Dog's taking over that top spot. Now as they go to work, Christian, they're reeling them in. It's down to 4.3. It was 5.
Yeah, now that they got this, you know, 6
Colt,
car
I need to
pack
do the
or
first
6 to 8 car pack,
because I have damage.
they will be flying now, and that's just how it's going to be.
Alan, how much
Look
fuel
at
you
the
got?
time ticking down. Bird leading that pack.
Yeah, Christian, 22 laps left to go. They're going to catch them. If they stay single file, no incidents happen. This second pack, they will catch these top 3. It's just a matter of time. But we'll keep an eye on some lap times around. But you got to remember, you know, this lap's going to include Mad Dog getting around the field. So it's not going to be as big of a game.
Fuel calculators. I went one click above what it was telling me, and I'm still going to be short.
5 seconds before. It's down to 3.6 now. They are absolutely flying. Daniel Best, I said Bird earlier, Best is the one leading that charge. And they're already now in the 10th, in the course of me saying the Senna's down 2/10.
Yep, Christian, that last lap around this second pack went 46.8. We are race leaders, 47.8. So the math in my head, Christian, that's a second.
Yeah, I mean, this time
Coming
is
quick, but
ticking
I
down.
can't go.
We thought it was sealed in the bag for the top 3. No, Mad Dog got together again, and they are screaming around this track.
Absolutely. Mad Dog Motorsports said, you losers might want to stay single file, but we can do that after we lead this pack and they get out to the front.
Once I get to the
And
front
Mad
stretch, I'm
Dog
going to shuffle to the back
Motorsports lead
99.
the hard
You
charge
take over
to
push
your
James
race
here.
leaders, and it's looking like they definitely will here in the next, I don't know, 5 laps.
I pushed him, and we could go faster than the other group, I think. But
2 laps, 18
2 or
to go.
3.
When we get 18 to go, they'll be there.
Yeah,
I just run out of fuel.
That draft, but right now you see Daniel Best leading this pack here. Let's hop on board in the Hutchinson Motorsports TV nose cam with Daniel Best in the number 5.
See him up there. What was a dot is now growing to be full-size cars on the screen.
Now, Christian, how concentrated and focused do you think Daniel Best is in the car? I just wish we could see him.
Well, we can, Blake.
Oh, what? Oh,
I put a camera right on his dash with a red blinking light in his face because that ain't a bad idea at all, right, Blake?
oh, not at all. And the good news, Christian, this camera can actually do a 180 here and face the front. Take a look.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, that camera, I mean, it looks like a rough ride around here, Daytona, but look at they're practically there. They're going to be starting to fill that air off the cars in front of them, Blake.
Oh, yeah, they're going to make the pass quickly because they got some serious speed. You're going to see Mad Dog Motorsports into the race lead. Didn't take them long at all. They reeled in that second group, and then they went to work with Hutchinson Motorsports TV on that deck lid here. No wonder he's so fast, Christian. Take a look.
A lot of speed indeed. Is Duggar going to make the block that he probably is going to have?
ain't nothing we can do. They're going to catch us.
Let's hop on board in the HMS TV cockpit view as Daniel Best leads the charge from this second group. Are they going to go
I just
for the
need to
pass
save
immediately? My guess
as much fuel as I can
is
here.
yes.
Looks like a lap car has gotten involved in that pack there, but they are flying here. They are there. Going to the outside. Does anybody make the block? The race leader, Pacey, steps out to try to get, advantage of that run. Gonna smoke the back of them as they head into the turn. We have a race on our hands. The FedEx O2 Pacey Wingnet is leading the field, still blocked the Mad Dog group as they're going to get into the wall.
He checked him up good,
down the front stretch.
but I can't lead this line.
He moved to throw the block. Well, Daniel Best said, all right, if you're going to hold the block, you better get on the gas. And he smokes him going in the corner. And Mad Dog Motorsports goes to the bottom with Widget throwing the block.
Pacey learned from last time. You know, the Mad Dog group was all together last time. All 5 of them poked out and, sent them to the back. Not this time. Pacey has learned and took notes. We're going to see them probably shoot out to the outside here any minute and try to send them down to the rabbit hole again. But
Still there.
Christian, bad news for Pacey is they're lined up and they can do it as many times as they want. So, you can defend it once, twice, maybe 5 times, but eventually Mad Dog Motorsports is going to pull the move on you with the numbers they got.
keep an eye out for back Chris Essery. Always dangerous on these drafting style tracks. There at the end is where you got to be.
Yeah, I'm in massive fuel save right now. There was no way I was going to make it pushing.
Nitty gritty.
As we jump up to the Harpoon Design Blimp Cam, Brantley Roden flying high and up there, folks. If you're looking for a paint scheme, just 16 laps left to go here. Harpoon.
I save, I should have plenty to push you up there, though, like, when it's time.
Pacey Widget, your race leader still.
10-4. I need somebody in front of me, too, so I'm not going to go unless I can get somebody in front of me.
My, oh my, this went from where we thought it was sealed, signed, and delivered to an actual,
Hey, are they getting racy up there or
mad
not?
dash to the finish. 16 laps to go here in the door-to-door Cup Series.
Racy enough to wreck?
Christian, the good news for Widget
Essery will
is
go
that
with us.
4th car in line is Chris Essery. That is not a Mad Dog Motorsports. That makes a big difference. When 2 cars break to your outside,
I can send a message to his crew chief.
but when 3 or 4 do it, it's a lot harder.
Chris Essery will probably be beneficial to, if they do break out, to stay in line, catch up to the back of Pacey, and work with them.
That would definitely be the move, and it looks like they're
There it
going
goes.
to the outside here. It looks like they got the position here as they get a run. New race leader, Daniel Best.
And that car behind Chris Essery steps out too. That's also a Mad Dog car. Will they have enough of a momentum? That's the 28 of Daniel Carpenter trying to make his way back up to the front. Danny Carpenter led most of this race, including both stages. And now Mad Dog's out front. Man, oh man, that is not what the rest of the field wanted to see if you are not a Mad Dog racer.
Top line looks like Carpenter out front here trying to lead a charge. And, you know, you got to be wary if you're back there with Carpenter. Like, yeah, you want to get up to the front, but if you shove him out front, he's probably just going to leave you and go with his team down low.
Cars pass in an instant there. Danny Carpenter still on the outside here, trying to make a run. Is that another? It is another Mad Dog car behind him. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why leagues make team limits. You just can't beat numbers, ladies and gentlemen.
The 08 machine looks like he's got some damage here. That's Huff. He's looking pretty good though. Finds himself around the 5th position. Best continues to set the pace out front. We've got just 13 laps left to go here.
This, you know, even though Mad Dog works so well together, this is still anyone's race out here.
Absolutely. You know, these guys doing all they can. They don't have the numbers to hold off Mad Dog, but can they get the job done as Best tries to hold out front with Stephen Bird right there with him.
Still there outside.
Eye to the top line as Danny Carpenter is trying to get a run going.
TVHMS TV logo there on the back of Daniel Best here. Can he park that machine in victory lane as they go through the tri-oval, crossing the line? Just 12 laps left to go with his teammate on the back bumper.
47.002.
Pacey, I believe, should work with Danny.
88, I'm going to jump back.
in front of Danny and make him push you to the front. That might be your only option.
Clear.
But Danny's getting right there now, side by side with Chris Essery behind Pacey.
Oh,
there he goes.
Antsy here. Take a look here, folks. People making some moves here. He's shooting outside, just like you said, Christian. And wow, Danny Carpenter going to push him straight out front.
And it's going to go 3 wide. As soon as he puts him out to the front, leaves him out to try. The car behind him is not a Mad Dog Motorsports team. Who's he going to go with? He elects to go with Pacey. That's going to leave Danny Carpenter out to try. Push, 22.
Guys trying to get around Mad Dog Motorsports as the 11 trying to decide who he wants to go with. 3 wide battle for the 3rd spot.
We got a race on our hands. There's a little bit of an outlier. Daniel Best has broken away from the pack a little bit. That just means the pack's going to reel him back in. What happens when they do?
I should be good whenever.
Where, you know, the Mad Dog group starts working against each other? Who knows? 11 laps to go. Will they continue to work together as a team? Down goes Pacey.
Yep, I think that's a good call. Just let you know.
To get in a line, it is go time. People are not going to be cutting each other breaks. New race leader out front, Pacey Widgeon. Can he hold on this time, or is Mad Dog Motorsports going to eat his lunch?
Do you want Esri to go top and us follow, or no?
7.673. Smoke on the bottom.
Lap car going to go down to the apron, let him by here. That will change out front as the 0-2 Pacey throws a block onto the apron. They're still good.
Clear high.
Watch out up here.
High, that was almost devastating there.
I don't blame him. You know, Pacey Widgeon, you got to drive like that if you want to beat these guys out front. They got the numbers. If you act like a nice guy out front, they're going to chew you up and spit you out. Here comes Mad Dog Motorsports. When are they going to make that move?
Probably, you know, I just saw them, you know, making a little bit of a gap from Chris Essery there. That's probably what they're trying to do. Get a little bit of a run, get Pacey out, and then going to go out and abandon them when they get out there.
Clear.
No, if I'm Mad Dog Motorsports,
I'm not positive the leader has the fuel to make it.
For the option to come up, he's still got 9 to go. That's an eternity here at Daytona. If you make a move now, there's no guarantee that it's going to hold.
He came out with me, and I was short, and he's been leading the entire time.
Has fallen back to the 8th position.
Yeah, I'm 5 to the good right now.
You know,
so
but if you're sitting there in Stephen Bird's position, pushing your teammate Daniel Best, who's in second.
I was 1 to the good when y'all showed up. Now I'm 4 to the good.
I mean, you got to be thinking in the back of your head that, you know, I want my team to win, but I want my team to be me.
Yeah, you know, back of your mind, you got to be thinking, you know, I want to win. You might want to help your team out too, but that last lap, that could all go out the window. Looks like we're coming to the line here. 8 laps left.
Well, sort of. It's going to go over driver chat at this point because I can't type and drive.
46.51.
What is Chris Essery thinking right now, Blake?
Christian, let's hop on board and see if we can see in the eyes of this man, Chris Essery.
His name's Philip, so I was just going to say, Philip, go now and hope that, you know, Essery
Chris
picked up on it.
Just gained a few. I want, you know, no particular reason, but I just all of a sudden want Chris Essery to win this race.
Well, let's wait and see what happens.
Or if you give me a lap to go, I can tell him that, just a number.
Well, we appreciate you popping in, Evil Spider. This is certainly a good finish here so far. We still got about 7+ laps left to go. Pacey Widgeon still your race leader, but he's got Mad Dog Motorsports knocking on the door.
46.457.
Man, the song "Knocking on Heaven's Door" just came to mind. As best as knocking on the back of Pacey's bumper right now. 7 laps to go. When will that move happen? Or will Chris Essery soul the party for them all?
And you know, Christian, usually when you're leading at this point, you're feeling pretty,
Got it. 3 to go. Go.
Collected, but in these circumstances, Pacey Widgeon, he's just staring in his rearview mirror, knowing they're eventually going to try and hang him out to dry. But when is it going to be? So he is on his heels right now.
Right there, they might have just showed their cards, Blake. They might be trying to do it here momentarily.
Yeah, you know, Christian, like I mentioned earlier, it's a lot harder to do with just 2 cars. You know, if they would have had that 3rd car behind them, it certainly helps. So let's see if they can get that move done. What they're going to have to do, Christian, you got to push out that 02 car, get them some distance, and then get a run on them and make your move. It's hard to just pull out and go.
It's really, without that 3rd car in line forming that draft, I mean, you'd have to have the run underway, and the 14 will have to be glued to the 5's bumper at the time. But then again, Chris Essery being back there is going to stay low and try to get the hard run on Pacey when they do poke out. And that might be Pacey's only hope, is if Chris Essery could catch the back bumper in time and work together against those hard Mad Dog.
We're on board here with the 15 machine. Ken Campbell finds himself in the 6th position. When are people going to make a move and try to get outside to get up to the front? And is Ken Campbell going to be one of them?
5 laps to go on track, Blake.
5 to go. It's a matter of time. You know, we know that top line takes some time to get going. You're not going to be able to do it on the last lap. You got to try to make something happen a lap or 2 early.
And now probably is the time to, especially if you're back there behind Chris Essery, if you want to have a shot to win this, now is the time. You got to start poking out. We got to get the 2nd lane going. We are single file racing with 5 laps to go. Now is the time to make something happen. If you're up front, hang where you are. You don't want to go yet. But if you're back there behind them, it's now or never.
Check out the right rear suspension cam, spoiler cam, whatever you want to call it. Pacey Widgeon, your race leader, Daniel Best, knows better than to make the move too early. He's going to keep shoving this 02 machine.
Gotcha.
And he's waiting to make that move.
Have you noticed that there hasn't been any light contact between 1st and 2nd? When they make contact, they hit.
Oh, yeah, and it's just wherever it happens. If it's in the corner, if it's in the tri-oval, it is where it is. He's not trying to take him out, but he's certainly not trying to help him.
He's glued
Oh,
to the
big
bumper,
outside.
The backstretch there into the turn, coming to 3 laps to go this time around. Is it going to be Pacey? Is it going to be a Mad Dog Motorsports car? Stay tuned. We have the line forming on the outside. I said it was time, and here they come.
Bad news for the rest of the field. It's Danny Carpenter with Mad Dog Motorsports. Are the Mad Dog cars going to shoot to the outside? Pacey Widgeon has to be ready. Here they go to the outside.
Now it's time for the bottom line to form again. Here comes Chris Essery to the back bumper of Pacey. Is he going to get there in time to give him the push? Yes!
Still out there.
3 laps left to go. About to be 2 hard racing. Mad Dog Motorsports takes over the top spot. Daniel Best, your new race leader, but here comes the bottom line.
Still outside.
Chris Essery is shoving. He's got help behind him too. That's going to be the only option to take out Daniel Best and Stephen Bird, who is still maintaining the outside, working with Danny Carpenter, getting a little squirrely there, coming around turns 3 and 4 for the 3rd time, coming to 2 to go.
Now, Christian, we just saw some loyalty there. Mad Dog Motorsports could have threw a block on that bottom line, but they elect to stay together. Just 2 laps left to go. I think these guys are loyal, Christian.
We're going to see. Loyalty will be tested when it gets down to 1 to go. We're going around the track for the last time under the green flag. When they cross that stand again, the white flag will be waving down the backstretch. You got Stephen Bird on the outside, Daniel Best, on the outside, being pushed by Bird hard, trying to get down in front of Pacey. They are clear. Currently in the Mad Dog car turns over the entire field.
outside.
Oh no, Mad Dog Motorsports, they were pushing as hard as they could, Christian, and right hooked into the fence. Daniel
All the damn nest that we got saved.
Let's take a look.
Line up behind.
Sure did.
Hard impact. But you know who made it through, Blake? Chris Essery.
Oh my, let's see this view one more time here, folks.
I don't know if I've got the fuel or not.
HMS TV Chopper Cam. We saw this live right here, folks.
Either
Take
way,
a look
all
at your
involved,
race
y'all
leaders.
make their
Just an off-center push here, sends him straight to the wall,
close.
and then he helicopters and about 4 other cars.
I made it through, but I don't know that I've got the fuel.
Your meatball report, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't want to know what a meatball is, that means you're done. You're
mean
just
the
too
type of
damaged,
adult
and
diaper
with only
stomping
2
out?
laps to go, you're not getting repaired. Pacey, Wignet in the O2 machine, Danny Carpenter, Daniel Best, and Alan Duggar, all destroyed in that one wreck. My oh my.
Yeah, but Chris Esser,
All right, I'm
like
gonna
you
go ahead
said,
and pit
made
then,
it
I guess.
through. He is your race leader. Colt Huff finds himself second. Ken Campbell into third.
My heart is beating after that one. There was some hard hits there. Mad Dog as a team may be fully destroyed. The cars are rolling to a stop as the red flag out. Red flag is out on the circuit, Blake.
Oh my, you saw Mad Dog Motorsports. They're all junk.
Right
And
front
Christian, they
is
were in that
damaged.
top
Let me see.
line. It's not the preferred line. You got to push hard, and they were pushing as hard as they could. And unfortunately, it ended
Come on
up
around
being
me.
too hard.
Green flag back out on the circuit after that brief red flag. You see
Green
the pace
flag's
car
out.
coming
All right,
around.
your back is
Excuse me.
perfectly
Yellow
fine. The
flag
right
back out on the
front,
circuit.
I didn't get to see the front. Let me see.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what? Pace car just pulled over. Green flag in the air. We're going to race.
If you got the fuel, I wouldn't.
Folks, we're going to overtime. 130 laps wasn't enough. We were almost to the white flag. Well, not
be out
anymore,
of that
folks. We're
lane.
going
I
to
don't
do
know
a
how well
green,
that'll
white
work.
checkered. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back for the finish of this one. Don't touch that dial, folks. This thing is going to get intense. We'll be right back.
We gonna YOLO it.
Yep.
The road is closed this time. 50. Got the lucky dog. We're gonna have a lap car coming outside.
Does he want me to check out his nose and see if it's hurt?
I mean, he's got a spotter.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Alright, looks like you're gonna be lining up behind the 50.
It's almost bedtime.
I went through a whole 2-hour loop of one song during this race. That is impressive.
Just park this thing if I can hang on to it.
Honor, can you see my phone in?
Yes, sir. It does not look bad. Maybe
Line up
it's
behind
definitely
11.
caved in, but that's about it.
We are back here at
Thank you.
Daytona, and we're about to get an epic
Your
finish here, Christian.
whale help.
Man, I thought we had this in the bag, but no. Mad Dog Motorsports was working well together until the moment that they wasn't. We're going to get double.
How bad is my
fire.
air? Like, will
Chris
I be able to
Essery
push
will be
you?
leading the field to green.
Now, Christian, can Chris Essery bring this home, or is Roxanne gonna make him wreck at the?
I have no
You
fear,
know,
boys.
if
Tony
Roxanne,
Stewart is
Chris
here.
Essery's own mama, make some wreck at the end of this race.
Thomas Wells just
man, I would hate to be at family dinner.
No nose damage.
That would be one tough dinner for sure, but we're just going to have to wait and see how this plays out. Now, Christian, we did confirm
Hey, I don't either.
there's only one green-white checker. So if these guys junk it, this thing's over.
I'm talking about the
Absolutely.
top,
I mean, I think we're going to have. Is this going to be a natural green white checker
Brian
first?
Burke,
So
we're in overtime.
oh, we are in overtime. Okay, well then never mind, ladies and gentlemen. This is it.
Yeah, we're going to get a finish here one way or another. Is it going to end
5
under
miles.
green? They're going to pile it
Lot
up
of
here
time.
on the start. Only one way to find out.
That
We're about
should
to
be
go
good on
green.
fuel,
We
I
got
think.
Chris Essery on the inside of that front row. Colt Huff on the outside.
I'm
Christian,
cutting it close.
who you got winning this thing?
I've got like 4.
I'm going to go with Chris Essery. I mean,
I've got 1.7 gallons right now, and it's usually half a gallon
on
under
Chris
green.
Essery. And ladies and gentlemen, let me just say, with the one green white checker, if the
5.2.
caution comes out before the white flag, we will pace to the checker. But Blake, who you got?
You know, Christian, it's a tough call. I think I'm going with the 15 machine. I think Ken Campbell finds a way from that outside second row to steal this
I ain't
win.
listening
Keep
till
an eye
I
on
see
that
God
14
or a
though
checkered
of
flag.
Stephen Bird. Mad Dog Motorsports may not have any teammates around him, but we know he's got some speed.
Well, the pace car is about to get out of their way. Ladies and gentlemen, green, white,
Godspeed,
checker
gentlemen.
racing here in the door-to-door Cup Series. Blake, take us.
Good luck. Go get him.
Field is set, pace car is in as we go to the flag stand towards the juicy spider restart zone. Green flag in the air.
Green flag. Attaboy.
What will it be? 3 laps to go now to
5.52.
the green, the white.
Down the front stretch into turns 1 and 2. Chris Essery, he's hoping these guys junk it. He wants to pace his way to victory, but he is your race leader with Huff right behind him. Welch, Burchett, and Cyrus round out your top 5.
If I am Chris Essery, I am watching my mirror more than I am watching my windshield. I am not looking forward. I'm looking back, trying to see what Colt Huff is going to do, trying to see when that run is coming. They're trying to get it. They're trying to get it going there through turns 3 and 4.
Through 3 and 4, we're going to get to the white flag if they don't wad it up. Let's hop on board here with your race leader, Chris Essery, as he takes the white flag. We got a block to the outside.
White flag.
That was the number 11 machine. If they make it to the white flag in the air, it doesn't matter if they wreck now. We're going all the way to the checkered, and there's the wreck. Brian Burchett hard into the wall. We stay green and racing. Stephen Bird involved.
Yeah, all kinds of cars involved, but we're going to stay right here as we got a drag race to the checker. Your race leader, Chris Essery, trying to hold on with a big push from the 08 to Huff.
Practically all you can do is, if you're Chris Essery right now, hold it to the floor. Check your mirror every now and then, but just, stay in it. As we round turns 3 and 4, I hand it to Blake for one final
I'll
time.
be with you.
Into turn 4, coming out for the final time. Chris Essery on the bottom, trying to hold him up. Can he get the push? The 08 Huff sticks with him into the tri-oval for the final time. Checkered flag in the air. Chris Essery wins.
Damn it.
My the fans go
Hell yeah, man,
wild,
good
and
finish.
he had so many fans in the chat. They're all
shit, dude,
screaming,
I'm
jumping
about
up
to
and down. Chris Essery.
Good win, Chris.
To the Essery family, your little boy has done it.
Great win, Chris.
Essery brings home
Good
the
one,
win.
Chris.
Colt Huff in second. Ken Campbell into third.
we
Then
gotta
we
send
have
this one to the
Clayton
dumpster.
Cyrus fourth. Tommy Welch rounds out your
Yeah,
top
that's fine.
5.
I
And
tried.
my,
We got
my,
shuffled
what
there.
a finish here.
Yeah, Hunter,
is
thanks for the
the
call out to come down there, bud.
Door Cup Series Open.
Making the statement on the side of the
didn't have
car.
enough on
I'm
that
the problem.
go outside.
Chris
I was like, I'm
Essery
just
rolls up into this
I
league
want
and
to
shows who the problem really
That's a
is
great way to
as he
start the
brings it
season.
home on top at Daytona.
Yep,
We're
we
gonna
got
go
stage
to the
points, get a
side by
P2,
side.
and
Don't
I
you
wasn't
know
clear
we're
to
gonna
go with
do
you
some
anyway.
Interviews here, folks. We'll be right back here. You're not going to want
Yeah.
to miss this.
Here we go, fellas. 10 away. You got your radio on there, Frady?
I think you and me have to go do interviews now, Ken.
All right, I'll meet you in there.
Take the dump cans to the height sticks, but they're going to fill us up down here.
All right, well, that will do it from here. Started out really iffy, but we got some really fun racing in there at the end. So really happy with the way that ended up. Lots of strategy calls in there and stuff like that. So, yeah, that was fun. And yeah, so congrats to Chris on the win, Colt on P2, and we round out the podium spots. So yeah, that'll do it from here. Thanks for watching.